I'll give you my dog surprise.
That's my Everybody's Too High song. Do do do
Do, 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 do.
right? When it's like, oh no,
This
grab the
guy's
table.
fucking high.
Yeah, hang on. Do 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 do, and we're rolling. What's up, brother? How are you? What's
Howdy,
going on?
How are you?
Got you in here, man. I'm
Yeah,
excited.
I'm
Excited.
finally here. I'm happy to
Bud
be
Light, huh? This is your shit.
here. Yeah, come on.
All right.
Cheers, sir.
Cheers, sir.
Why not?
Pleasure.
Also, precursor, I haven't slept.
I know. We haven't slept. We're on mushrooms. And let's roll.
Yeah, fuck it. We'll do it live.
Let's do it live. Fuck it. Why Utah, man? Why you live in Utah? What's that about?
I have no idea.
Have you been, are you from there?
No, sir. I was born in Syracuse, New
beautiful
York.
there. I
It
love
is.
it there.
It's absolutely
I
something
really
special.
love it. It's got a good vibe too because it's almost like Utah is a secret because everybody's scared of the Mormons, so they don't go there.
Right.
But then you get there, you're like, Jesus Christ, it's beautiful, and these Mormons are so nice.
Everybody's so nice. Everybody's so nice in Utah. And, you know, so I don't remember what tour it was exactly, but there were supposed to be 5,000 people to show up. And then we end up getting to the show, and there's 17,000 people. So we had to move it outside of the venue, right on the Salt Flats.
Oh wow!
And I was just like, if this isn't a sign from God or,
the aliens.
you know, the aliens, then I don't know what is. So I looked at houses on Zillow and I found one and fixed it all up. And
That's awesome.
now I've been there 2 years just about. And
It's a good spot for a guy like you too, because it's chill in comparison to the rest of your life, which is so crazy.
yeah, well, that's the whole shit. I couldn't do L.A. I
Yeah.
couldn't do L.A. Like, I moved, like I said, from Syracuse to Dallas, and then Dallas to L.A. when I was 18, and it's a lot for me, and I couldn't focus the way that I needed to.
Right.
So
On your music. And
yeah, on every, like, there's always, you know, before COVID, there's always something going on,
Right.
like 24/7. Like, it could be 8 in the morning, it could be, what time is it right now? 2 o'clock, something.
Yeah.
And then you got to go do a podcast, or you got to go to like a rooftop pool party or something. And, you know, being in Utah, it's so peaceful, like you said, and you get to focus on the music and wake up to the mountain.
Yeah.
And the sun sets at 10 p.m., which is bizarre, right around this time.
Yeah.
And it's just nuts, you know?
It is bizarre, right? Like now it's especially bizarre. Utah's always got a weird vibe, man. Like Zion National Park, you go out there to the rocks and shit. It's like,
Skinwalker Ranch.
I've been there.
Have you?
Yeah, nothing happened though. We went there for a TV show. We're like, come on, aliens. Where are you, you fucks? They weren't buying it.
You don't know Tyler,
Tyler.
the alien.
Oh, no. I don't
Yeah,
know
that's my
Tyler the
dog.
alien. You were telling me you have an alien friend named Tyler.
Yeah, his best friend's name is Ziggy.
Did they visit you in the middle of the night?
No, they don't. They just visit me during the day. We just play beer pong.
Damn. If you do the right drugs, you can meet the aliens. We were talking about that in the green room. If you do the right amount of mushrooms in a tank, get in a float tank, you can meet aliens.
Well, that's whenever
100%.
you're most vulnerable. Like you said,
Yeah.
most vulnerable, most susceptible to.
Well, that's why I like weed. You know, we were talking about weed makes you vulnerable, and I think for someone like me, that's a good thing to like think that way. To think,
Sure.
just look at all the vulnerabilities and just the reality of life and the temporary nature of it, which just makes me more appreciative.
Right.
Like the fear actually makes me more appreciative. But mushrooms are a different animal, man. They just bring you to this weird place that's like right next door.
Right.
You know, it's like a hall pass to this other place. Like you get like a VIP bracelet. You get to go into another room that's right there all the time.
But you can't go in until you get that bracelet.
Yeah.
And that's the whole thing. Like, I've been doing these microdoses for a while, and you don't really catch it until you do like 10, like right off the rip. But then I ate these chocolates the other day, some Shroomies chocolates, and me and my producer Lou, we made a a Coachella set for about 2 hours, based off of the Roblox. Do you know Roblox?
Yes, I have girls, young daughters.
So you know,
a 10-year-old and a 12-year-old.
Do you know
obsessed with Roblox.
Do you know the death sound of Roblox?
No, what's the sound?
Oof, oof, oof.
That's what happens when you die?
Yeah, and then I sampled it, and we made a whole 2-hour set off of the deal with just a fucking 4-to-the-floor kick drum, and it was the time of my life.
Wow.
And I felt like I got that VIP wristband, and I was backstage at Ziggy and Tyler's concert, The Aliens.
Do you feel like that sometimes when ideas come to you when you fucked up? Like it's almost like it's a gift from somewhere?
I have no idea. I think all of my ideas are kind of like mistakes. It's like, because you never wake up and say, today I'm going to write the, congratulations or any song. And you kind of just, it's all about like right moment, right time.
Yeah.
Like I had like 8 Bud Lights, right? And then I took just a tiny bit of shrooms, and then here it's like, and then it just happens.
Yeah.
It's like, it is an accident. It is just like a spur of the moment type deal to where you're like, let me sing this melody over this beat, or let me make this beat even. And it just kind of happens. I don't know.
Well, that's the flow state, right? When you can get out of your own way and you can let ideas come to you. Like I was talking with this dude, his name's Joe DeSena. He runs a Spartan race. He's a really smart guy, very interesting guy. He does a lot of stuff for kids. He's got all these kid programs. These kids do like difficult tasks, and they do it over a summer camp, and it gets them better. But we were talking about it, and we were talking about being healthy and all the benefits of being healthy.
Sure.
And I was like, there's a lot to that, but there's also a lot to like the person who binges and creates something incredible. Like we were talking about Stephen King's books.
Sure.
Like some of the ones he doesn't even remember
Right.
are the best ones because he was on coke and drinking a fucking case of Bud.
Right.
Like it just blasted out of his head, chain smoking cigarettes, and he doesn't even remember writing. I think it's Cujo. He doesn't even remember writing it. Like wrote Carrie, half blacked out. You read that book today, man? That is one of the best fucking horror books ever.
My dad's the biggest Stephen King fan.
Dude.
Like, and then
he's amazing.
But I mean, at the end of the day, it's like to each his own.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
I mean, whatever gets you through the night.
No, some people can definitely do it straight, and I've definitely had ideas without any influence of anything before.
Right.
But I feel like sometimes things come to you when you're like a little high, at least,
right,
a little drunk, and you're like, I don't know if I would have ever thought about this without the weed. It's
well,
like they just come out of nowhere.
That's the whole thing too. Like drinking rosé or drinking Bud Light, and then a little bit of just something else.
Yeah.
Whether it be smoking a little bit of a J, because I'm an anxious person. You told me before you're not an anxious person, but
Not really.
But I used to smoke a lot. But now, not so much. Maybe I'll watch a funny movie, and then shit. But it's that stroke of genius, and you're like, if I was nothing in my blood right now, but just blood, no booze, no anything, would I have thought of that? And that's the whole different deal. It's wild, really.
I think of pot the way I think of wakeboarding.
Sure.
Because when you're wakeboarding and you're on that wave, I don't wakeboard, but when I watch people do it,
I don't wakeboard either.
It looks awesome, right? When they're on that and they're catching those waves, but then when they wipe out, man, they go down hard. And that's like weed. It's like you're not going to stay on that board forever. If you get really fucked up, that board's going to flip over and you're going to be on your face.
Whenever you rip that big ass trick, you do the behind the back double spin. That's a stroke of genius, and that's what I think, that there's a certain magic that goes into making a record, or if you're a painter, a painting, or if you're a dancer, a fucking cool dance move.
I think they're all related in some way.
Yeah, there's something there that just kicks off, and you can't control it, and you can't say when it's gonna happen, but it just happens.
whatever that is that makes humans so interested in creating things that other people are going to enjoy. But that's what it is. It's like there's a weird frequency. Humans creating things that they know other people are going to enjoy. And if you can just get lost in the beauty of just creating the thing and get out of your own way, then these ideas will come to you. But if you get in your own way, you have less bandwidth for the ideas. And when they come to you, it feels like they aren't even yours. Like it's like you're interacting with something. Like these ideas just like if you have an idea for like if I have an idea for a new bit or something like that, sometimes they just come from nowhere.
Yeah.
Like where did that come from?
Yeah.
What is this?
Yeah.
What is where are premises from? What's an idea from? It's like creativity comes from the weirdest part of your brain that no one knows how to. I mean, you can have breathing exercises. You could do all sorts of things to try to stimulate it.
Right.
But the reality is you can't even measure it.
No.
You don't know when it's up, when it's down. You just know what you're doing if you're making some cool shit.
Yeah. Well, and that's so bizarre. Like to think about, like you said, it's just really humans creating something that other humans fuck with.
Yeah. That's exactly what it is. It makes you feel good.
That's the most. There's something there.
Yeah. When you see, like, when you're in concert and you see 15,000
Right.
people rocking out to your song,
Right.
like that has got to be a crazy feeling.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Well, whenever you're on the podcast, everybody's seeing you. Whenever you're kicking somebody in the face, everybody watching. There's a feeling there, and it's just like, oh, I realize finally I'm not actually just one person.
Yeah.
As like mithril as it sounds, I'm with everybody.
You're with everybody.
As in one moment in time, everybody is there doing the same thing with the same energy, the same good intention.
Yes.
It's fucking magical. It's weird.
Yeah. That's what you're doing, right? You're tapping into some magic.
I'm trying.
But that's what it is. If you think about what kind of alchemy is involved in making the right sounds to make
Sure.
people feel different.
Sure.
Because with a great song, man, you're giving a person a drug. There's a dopamine rush. You get goosebumps. A great song will hit
Right.
you. Like when you're doing that, man, you're hitting that audience. 15,000 people, and they're all vibing on this thing that you've created. Like that's kind of magic.
It's fucking magic, and that's the coolest thing.
Because if you didn't know it existed, you would never believe someone could do it. You're like, what are you talking about? If there was no music at all, imagine a world with no music, with just
Right.
animals.
Right.
They never figured out how to make melodies and bars and songs that you write down.
Right.
We were just animals.
Right.
And someone told you, hey man, I'm gonna make some sounds. And people are gonna lose
And
their
people-
shit. They're gonna be
15,000 people are gonna
screaming, dancing.
I always think about this too, and this is a weird thought. You know how like there's famous people throughout history.
Yeah.
How the fuck do they know what they look like? Like think about like in like Wild West times
Right.
when they see a dude in the bar and he's like, "Oh, you're Crazy Bill. I've seen you." How does that work?
How did they even know it was that guy?
How did they even know? And
They
then
had
and then
photos, I
even
guess.
somebody could say, "Oh, I'm Crazy Bill."
Oh yeah.
But then how do you even believe him?
Well, there was imposter people all up until the internet. There's like you can't be a fake Post Malone today,
Right.
But you could in 1970. You could play it off. Like no one
But
could get
then
information
you have
to
to
the
think
real
about
one.
these stories that people tell and think if it's the imposter or if it's the real dude.
Right. There's probably a lot of fuckery when it comes to like Wild West stories.
Or
Right.
think about even 1600s, like, oh, this dude it was crazy with a battle axe or something. I saw him cut like 9 dudes in half with one swing.
Right.
But it's the wrong dude.
Right.
It's not even fucking William the
Whatever he is.
I
Braveheart.
don't
That one?
No, just a cool. What's a
Mel
cool
Gibson
word?
one. What's a cool name for a dude who swings battle axes? Other than
The
like Conan?
behemoth, the slicer. It was Charlie the Slicer.
Oh, it's hilarious.
You gotta think. There's
Yeah.
no way to tell.
But just imagine history before pictures. What are you talking about? Draw me a picture. This is what the boats would look like when they would pull. How the fuck do you know? Like it was an abstract
Yeah.
idea.
Yeah.
You were the only way you could see something was someone had to draw it for you.
Right. Well, that's what I love to think. Like, it used to be like Instagram filters, essentially. Like, oh, I'm a rich dude. I want this artist to paint me,
Right.
but make me skinny.
Yes.
like make me ripped.
Yeah. Maybe a little more handsome. Little
Give
more
me a bigger
sculpted.
dick in my statue.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Big old dick. That was Instagram filters. You're
Yeah,
a rich
exactly.
person.
That's
You're
exactly
so
what
right.
it is.
We have no idea what anybody really looked like. I mean, imagine if there was like this one guy you would go to in the neighborhood, and all the ladies were like, "You got to go to him. He makes your ass look so perfect," and like that's how they would get their picture done. This dude would paint some nonsense version of them. Yeah.
No one knows.
How do you know?
I
Fucking
wasn't
mirrors
there.
barely worked back then.
I wasn't there.
Mirrors were probably terrible back then. They
When
probably
were
didn't
mirrors
get a clear
invented?
look. They're looking at shit through fire, right? That's the only way they light any room up. It's fire. They have
Yeah.
little lamps everywhere. It's preposterous. They have no idea what they look
It doesn't work.
like. No.
It doesn't work.
So imagine this is how ballsy people were in like the 1400s. There were people that would get in a boat and travel across a fucking ocean. It would take weeks and weeks and weeks based on a drawing and some shit someone wrote down.
Yeah, it's fucking insane.
Insane.
You don't even know where the fuck you are.
Insane.
Also, there's some salty dogs and some rapscallions. What's another pirate term?
Yeah. Dude, I was reading about pirates.
Landlubber.
Off the coast of South Carolina. Was it Blackbeard? Is he the big one? It just makes you think, like, Jesus Christ, like these are real people that would get, like real famous dudes who'd get in boats and show up and just fuck people up and steal all their shit. And they were
So
famous for
crazy.
doing that.
So crazy. And it's so funny you bring up Blackbeard because I saw somebody had like some kind of sash or like
Like a Miss America?
like a bandolier.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
exactly. And it looked like you had a bunch of like black powder pistols. Like you got one shot and then you're out. Mm-hmm. Like
Yeah.
it's so funny.
That wasn't that long ago, man. That's the early 1800s is when they came up with a revolver. The Colt came up with a revolver, and they didn't even really put it to use until the Texas Rangers. The Texas Rangers figured out how to. There's a guy named, I think it was Jack Hayes. I think he's the original Texas Ranger. And basically, he was this badass dude who figured out how to fight the Indians on their turf. They were basically like the Navy SEALs of the Texas frontier guys who
Sure.
fought against the Comanches. And this guy figured out how to use a revolver. That wasn't that long ago, man. That's like 1840.
And it's moving so fast. You know what they say? They say God made man, Samuel Colt made him equal.
Yeah, that's a fucking great statement. That's what Colt invented the revolver. They're the ones who invented I think it was a 5-shot revolver. That was the first time they figured out how to fight the Comanches. They would ride on a horse. They'd stay on the horse. They didn't get off to shoot, and they could shoot 5 times in a row. And they had a bunch of those cartridges. So the cartridges are already loaded. So they'd take it off, put a new cartridge in, fully loaded, and lock it in place.
Sure, it was the whole.
Yeah.
It was the whole wheel.
Yeah, the whole wheel. So you can only carry a few of those with you. Crazy shit, man.
It's so bizarre how much shit has evolved to kill each other.
Since 1840.
It's
right?
fucking insane.
Insane.
And even you think about even before, whenever you had musketeers and shit.
Yeah.
And you would just stand in a line and you would shoot and then a dude behind you would shoot and everybody's just shooting looking right at each other.
Ridiculous.
It's the craziest fucking shit.
They fought like that for a long time, man. They fought with honor and dignity. Like they would show up, blow trumpets when it was time to fight, then they'd go fight each other. They'd all stand in a line.
You had 2 guys talk. You had 2 guys walk up and talk.
Yeah.
Go back, and then everybody else would just shoot each other, point blank. Like it blows my mind.
You know what's crazy too? There was a lot of them would give up. And they would surrender, and they would hand the man their sword, and they would accept it and shake their hand. They had like weird rules of combat that everybody sort of adhered to back then. It's very strange to read about.
It's different.
It's different as fuck, and it's not that long ago. That's what's crazy. It's like the best you could do is shoot someone with a musket or a cannon,
Right.
just a couple hundred years ago.
Right.
That's manageable.
It's
Nuclear weapons aren't manageable.
now it's like one nuclear bomb ruin your whole day.
Yeah. That's not manageable.
At all. It's awful.
It's crazy.
Tyler and Ziggy are looking down at us right now. Those are my alien
that's why
friends,
they're
and
here.
I agree. I agree wholeheartedly.
I think they're like, these dummies are going to do something stupid. If aliens are real, I'm not 100% convinced, but I'm probably like 90% convinced. But if they are real, I leave in the room for bullshit. It's like, Jamie, get a picture of your shirt.
If they're
Show
real.
everybody the shirt you're wearing while we're talking about that. It's a UFO. It says, can they see it? Believe that. That's a dope shirt. Exactly.
That's a saucer, if I've ever seen one.
I think if they're here, they're not going to let us. That's what I think.
Well, that's what.
I think they're going to swoop in and go, hey, hey, hey.
Well, that's.
Fuck.
I'm 25, right? I can't speak on anything, but just looking from past experience, and there's like drawings, like
Right.
even in the Mona Lisa, there's a weird thing or whatever in the
Yeah, it looks like a
background
flying
and shit.
saucer.
But there's a spike.
Mm-hmm.
It's a spike in like because it's getting pretty weird here.
The spike, they think, it's hard to tell because sometimes when people talk about UFOs, a bunch of other people hallucinate or lie. Like there's a lot of that.
Right.
So every time there's a real legit UFO,
Right.
you get a bunch of nut cases who just want to tell crazy shit
Right.
about being taken
And
aboard
I've seen one.
spaceships.
I mean,
you've seen
I
a
never.
UFO?
Yeah.
What'd you see? What'd it look like?
I was probably 16. I was in upstate New York, and it would just stay there. So let me precursor this. My aunt and uncle were very strict, and we had to go to bed at a very strict deadline, probably 10 p.m. And I was looking out the window with my cousin, and it's just a light that just stays there and then just fucking goes off. I mean, it just, whew, you can't explain it.
Well, if you're 17 at the time?
16.
16? How
Probably.
how strong is this memory when you're like looking at it, when you're trying to remember it?
Medium.
Medium?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Well,
I
for
mean, there's
sure-
something there.
For sure something took off and did something that didn't make sense to you?
For sure. And then in Utah, I mean, there's shit happens all the time. I mean, even here in LA, I can't tell you how many times, because I used to live in Tarzana. So there was like a balcony here, and it looked kind of like, it sounds corny, but like a classic like force field. Whenever you think of a force field, and it just kind of goes like this, and it's kind of like a dome in a circular shape. And it just goes like this and goes back in.
Whoa.
In Tarzana. Looking down at the fucking city. And I'm like, how did no one else see this?
They might have.
But I was there with like fucking 4 other people, and they saw it too.
The thing about unique events is if a unique event happens and it never happens again, it's hard to remember. It's hard to be sure what you saw. It's hard. But if aliens are visiting us, like how often are they doing it? Like unique events would probably be what it would be.
Right.
It'd be like occasionally,
Right.
once every 6 months,
Yeah.
someone sees one
Yeah.
somewhere. But they're here all the time. They probably just know how to evade detection. I mean, if something can travel here from another planet, it's going to be able to know
Yeah.
when they're being watched and when they're not being watched. That's
But
not going to be hard.
That's why you gotta wonder if it's like intentional.
I think there's enough talk about it now that we're probably going to find out what it is in our lifetime. I never would think that before. I think the government withheld information for whatever reason. Maybe they think people are scared. Maybe they think it's a threat to the national security, to have a bunch of people worried that aliens are flying around us all the
Sure.
time. There's nothing we can do about it. Maybe they had a conversation and they thought maybe it'd be better to keep people in the quiet or keep them in the dark so that they don't freak out, because there's nothing we can do about it anyway. If we just tell them that there's aliens that are visiting us all the time,
Right.
that's not going to be good. They're not going to pay attention to taxes and mortgage rates and the stock market. They're going
they
to be
care
like,
about
holy fuck.
uranium and
There's
shit
aliens.
like that.
They're around us all the time.
Yeah.
People are going to freak out. So I think like little drops of like this, the recent one they said, where they
Yeah, what did the Pentagon just say?
Yeah,
Literally
they
like 2
said
fucking days ago.
They've recovered crafts that are not from this world, not made on Earth.
Not made on Earth.
not made on Earth.
Yeah.
They're basically saying we don't know what the fuck it is, but we didn't make it. That's bananas. And I think that's going to lead to more and more information coming out about it, where we're going to try to get a sense of understanding. Like, how long have they known this? You know, how much of, like, all that Roswell, New Mexico shit was
Right.
true? Like, tell
Right.
us what was going on.
And backtracking, you got to wonder if, like, oh, we've been hiding this the whole time,
Yeah.
or this is the first time for real that we don't know.
This is what I like to think. I like to think that the people that are in charge at the Pentagon are patriots, and they realize it's probably better, especially when you're dealing with the United States. It's in this kind of turmoil that they're in right now. It's crazy, between racial turmoil and turmoil with the police and turmoil with people protesting in cities and blocking traffic. There's so much crazy turmoil. They'd be like, no one's even going to notice now. Just let it, say it now. Just say, yeah, we got UFOs. Like, everything is so crazy. The news cycle of any crazy story
Right.
like this is only a few days, and then people forget.
Well, or it's just people already know, and it's just normalization. And you think about movies as just normalizing you to the idea that I can't even, like, the Canadian, don't quote me on this, but a Canadian, someone in office was like, there's like 7 species of aliens in the U.S. government.
It would be crazy if it was true.
That's,
You know, Tommy Lee Jones and Will
do
Smith
y'all
were
remember
right
that?
all along.
Yeah, check that out. Please fact check that for
Is
me.
he a loony person, though?
I have no idea.
See, people can get elected and still be crazy. That's a problem.
For certain.
That's a problem. You know, just because, like, when you hear about someone having, like, a really high-profile job and they say something crazy, it doesn't mean they're not crazy. Just because they're the prime minister of some
Right.
fucking country, they could be out of their mind.
What do we got?
It would
Something
kinda
close to that. How close? Where is
Canada's
that?
former defense minister claims that aliens are real. Apparently, there is a humanoid-esque race of aliens called the Tall Whites living among us. Huh. It's Adam Curry.
What publication is
It's Adam
this?
Curry.
Is this Vice?
Yeah, it's on Vice.
Adam
It's on
Curry's
Vice.
alien.
There's a few other places.
Well,
There's a few.
he
So
did-
it's like a real deal.
He definitely said it. It seems like.
Come on.
That's crazy shit.
Yeah, that is crazy shit. The thing is that guy nuts? Like, what else does he believe in? You know, how does he feel about ghosts? Right?
Do you believe in ghosts? How often do you?
I don't not believe. I don't not believe in ghosts. I've never experienced a ghost.
Ghosts are real. But I can't.
wonder.
I can't explain it.
They might be. They might be real.
But I don't know if it's a ghost.
Here's the thing about ghosts. There's so many stories of them.
Right.
There's so many.
Right.
Now, is it because people are just scared and their fucking senses are on heightened alert and they see things that aren't really there? That could be it. Because when it's dark out and you're tired and you're moving through the hallway, first of all, you might be half asleep anyway, but you hear things, you get scared, your senses get really heightened, and maybe you might see something that's not even really there.
Right.
It's just your own brain and your paranoia fucking with you, because it's always happening at night under low light conditions. It's always weird things that are fleeting and then they're gone.
But
and
it's
you-
not
you
always in the
convince
night.
yourself.
It's not always in the night.
It's always in the dark though, right?
No.
They're never like at the beach. Is there ghosts at the beach?
I don't. There might be ghosts at the beach.
That's
it
why I
depends
think
on
they're
what
bullshit.
beach you're at.
There's no ghosts at the beach.
But
if you were
no,
fucking
but
just
your
chilling,
your house is just as haunted in the day as it is at night.
But why not the beach? Listen, the beach at night is scary. The beach during the day, not scary at all. If you're a girl and you're walking on the beach at night, that's a fucking dangerous place to be, right? There's a lot of psychos out there and serial killers and creeps and rapists. And you're just walking on that beach by yourself. That's scary at night.
Right.
But in the day, it's awesome. In the day, you're just walking on the beach. It's
I
like,
hate. I'm not a
yay,
beach
it's
guy,
shiny.
anyways. I'm a mountain guy.
Ooh.
There might be some more creepy guys in the mountain.
That's another one.
But they're more
Everything's
sparse.
scary.
They're more.
Everything's scary in the woods.
But I'm saying, your
Right?
house is just as this place, this building is just as haunted in the daytime as it is at nighttime.
I don't think this one's haunted. I've been here at night.
See,
Everything seems clear.
see.
Here's an argument for something being haunted: the
Okay.
comedy store in Hollywood, because it used to be Ciro's nightclub. It used to be owned by Bugsy Siegel, And apparently, the word is they killed a bunch of fucking people there.
Right.
And almost everyone that I know that works there, everyone who's managed that works there a long time, they have some weird shit happen to them. Weird shit. Like they see someone in the kitchen and they go to say something to them, they turn around, and then they turn back again, the person's gone.
Right.
Like, weird shit.
Right.
Like old friends you haven't seen in forever wandering through the hallway and they go up the stairs and you can't find them. There's like a bunch of
Right.
stories like that. Now, granted, there's a lot of people who've done a lot of drugs at the Comedy Store.
Right.
That has to be factored in.
Right.
But there's so many stories worldwide of ghosts. I don't think it's impossible to... I think it's possible that things leave a memory.
Right.
Like maybe if you hate someone so much, like you leave a memory on the space. Like
That's
if
a stone tape
yeah.
theory.
Yeah. The what? Stone tape?
Yeah.
Stone tape?
Yeah.
What is
that? That the energy of a life is like left on material shit, like the
Right.
bricks on the wall.
Yeah.
Or the curtain here.
Right.
You know. And that's like, I don't know if that's a stone tape theory. Don't quote me on that.
never
Can you
heard
look
of-
up can you look up the stone tape theory for me?
Stone tape.
But it's because I'm friends with Zach Bagans from Ghost Adventures, right?
Oh.
And it's like
Did he ever take you to a haunted house?
we did a whole episode. You should check it
Did you
out.
get scared?
It's terrifying. It's terrifying, man. And in his museum, so apparently there's a thing called the Dybbuk box, which is one of the most haunted items in the world, apparently. And he wanted to, so we took the glass case off of the Dybbuk box, which is in his museum in Vegas. And he thought it was a sick-ass idea to put the ashes of a lady who died while she was possessed on top.
Whoa.
And then my plane almost crashed. I was in a car accident. My house got robbed, and I had bite marks on my arm. And he hit the wall like I've never seen someone in fear so hard as whenever he touched it. And it's I don't know if it's someone who's dead or if it's a demon or if it's fucking something dimensional. But it's something there that goes bump in the night, I suppose. Stone tape theory, what is that?
Here it is. Haunted rocks, the stone tape theory. The stone tape theory is frequently used as a sciencey sounding quasi explanation to explain hauntings.
Okay,
Amateur
well that's
paranormal
fine.
investigators
That's
use
what,
the
I'm 2 for
idea
2?
to
Am I
account
2
for
for
the
2?
appearances of images, sound, and apparitions that do not interact directly with people. Instead, they play out like a movie or recording.
Right.
This is the most commonly termed residual haunting. See, this is what I was saying. Like,
2 for 2, by the way,
if
ladies and gentlemen.
Congratulations. Nailed it. When you think about like an alien sighting, like if you saw an alien and then you never saw one again for the rest of your life,
Right.
it would fuck with your memory, even if the alien was real. If a saucer
Right.
emerged in front of you and then took off, that's the same thing with a ghost. Like if you saw a fucking ghost, if you walked into your basement to go get a screw for something and you turned
Right.
and you saw an apparition of a woman
Right.
who's like staring you down. Did you
Right.
ever see that Guillermo del Toro movie about the lady who's a ghost who adopts kids?
No.
Dude, it's a dark movie. What is it called? Mother? What is it called? It's fucking creepy.
Is it?
It's creepy.
Do you like horror movies?
I love them.
Me too.
I love
I'm a
them.
dirty little bitch. I love horror movies.
I think it's called Mama.
Mama. Yes, that's it.
Oh,
It's-
is that?
Bro, it's so
that's not
creepy.
with 2 Swedish kids, right?
I don't.
Does she
remember.
have 2
This is it. This
two
is it.
sons?
Did you see this?
No.
She has 2 kids.
No, I haven't seen that.
She's well, I don't want to give it away. I don't want to give the story away, but it's crazy. She finds these kids in the woods and raises them. She's a ghost, and it's a
Sure.
fucking terrifying movie.
She's a ghost. Wait,
yes. And so
is that a
people
spoiler?
adopt the kids. They find the kids. I can't tell you anymore. I can't tell you
Spoiler
anymore.
alert.
I can't tell you anymore. No, you know she's a ghost from the very beginning of the movie.
Okay, good. Yeah, this
I
is
can't-
terrifying.
Dude, It's fucking horrifying. It's a terrifying movie.
Well, you get the best of both worlds, right? You get a creepy like mom style, and then you get
Yes.
creepy kids, which
You
are
get
like
both.
the
You get a
double
kid.
terrifying.
I
What's
can't
the
say-
movie
I
I'm
can't say
thinking
anymore
of?
without spoiler alert in it.
There's I think it might be called. So it's two kids. It might be Swedish or like Norwegian or something.
Is it the
And-
vampire movie?
No,
There's
but
there's a vampire movie, a foreign vampire movie. Is it Let the Right One In? I think it is, or is that the American version of it?
Let the Right One In is a scary movie.
That's a scary movie, right?
Yeah.
That's a vampire movie about vampire kids, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. See, the thing about a ghost is if you saw one and if they're just real every now and then, you saw one and it was right in front of you, you're in the woods,
Right.
you're going to walk your dog and you see some old man with no legs floating in front of you.
That's the one.
Good night, mommy. Is what
Yeah.
Oh, good night, mommy. What's this one about?
Same, I don't know.
Same kind of deal?
Oh,
Oh, Jesus Christ.
spoiler alert.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Save that for later.
Did you see something good?
Yeah.
I missed it.
Some scary lady in the corner.
Check that motherfucker out. That's
Okay.
a good one.
I'm scared.
But you see him in the woods,
Yeah.
please.
Oh, yeah. If you saw some apparition in the woods and then you never saw it again for the rest of your life, it doesn't mean it wasn't real.
Right.
It just means it's really rare that happens. Like, that's a thing about a unique event. Like, imagine if you're an ant your whole fucking life.
Right.
All you've ever known is this anthill. Everybody's chilling, working every day, chopping up leaves, going out and getting popcorn or whatever shit it finds. And then one day, some person comes along like Post Malone, just stomps the fuck out of that anthill.
Sure.
Till that moment, all that thing has ever known was that anthill. Never even knew that it was possible for something to, because it's been alive for a couple of weeks. And during that couple of weeks, no one's ever stomped on the anthill. But then it happens. And then you realize that there's no pattern to these things. Anything can happen. Like, if you're a person, aliens can land. They
Yeah.
can land on the White House lawn
Yeah.
tomorrow and take over the world. And there's nothing we can do about it. Like, that could be our new normal. Okay, fuck masks. The new normal is there's alien spaceships that hover over every city and they tell you what to do. And you have to work for them now. Forever.
To the ant argument, we're smarter than ants.
Yes, we are. But we're, in comparison, probably dumber than aliens are. Like, we're
Oh,
dumber in
most-
comparison to aliens than ants are to people.
Well, that's why you like all
That's a
these
guess.
celestial sightings. Yeah, I mean, this is all spitballing here.
But it could be possible, right?
Celestial sightings documented throughout history.
Throughout history.
Hey, I just made a fire. This is dope, right? Fire's cool. But what the fuck is that? That has to be
Yeah.
God. Like, man has always looked up for
true.
answers.
It's true.
And so that's why it's a scary thing.
The
Because
idea of-
do they want to hurt us, or did we come from them?
I don't think it's impossible. I don't think it's impossible that we're a product of genetic manipulation. I don't know if we are. I know we're definitely primates.
We're just playthings, maybe.
We just look so different than every other monkey. All the other monkeys are covered in hair. This is this weird semi-hairless monkey. You know, who knows how to use electronics? Who knows how to send video through the sky?
You know the Anunnaki?
Yes.
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 If Lou was here, I got a great friend, Lou. Shout out to Lou. He would talk
just
your ear
talking
off
to this-
about this whole deal.
About this to an actual archaeologist yesterday.
Or the
This
Nephilim.
Bradley Garrett. Yeah, the Nephilim or the Anunnaki from planet Nibiru. All that Zacharias Hitchens stuff. You ever read those books?
No, sir.
The books are weird, man. You know what's weird? Like, there's stuff that he was saying in, like, I believe it was like the 1970s, where he was deciphering these texts. And one of the things that he said is, this is the craziest one of all. Humans were genetically engineered from lower primates, and they were used to harvest gold. And that the Anunnaki needed gold because gold is very plentiful here,
Right.
and very hard to find, very rare on their planet.
Right.
And they engineered humans to mine. That's why people love gold so much.
Right.
If you think about like the usefulness of gold,
Right.
gold isn't even remotely. It's unless you're making electronics. Like, gold's not the best metal. Like, why is it so valuable? Because it's
Right.
pretty. Well, it's not even the prettiest shit. Like, rubies are prettier than gold. Emeralds are prettier than gold. Why is gold so goddamn expensive?
But where does diamonds fit in?
It's a good question. Probably just someone tricked a chick into thinking it was a good move.
I was reading about like, yeah, that's what it's like. One movie, she had a diamond, and then
But what he
popped off.
Let me finish what I'm saying because this is where it gets weird. They said that they needed it to hang in their atmosphere to protect them from the sun because they were losing their atmosphere. Well, we're losing our atmosphere. And one of the things that scientists have suggested is hanging reflective particles above the Earth, like putting them in orbit, all like a reflective dust in orbit so that it would mute out some of the effects of the sun. So what they suggested, what he was saying in 1978 is what they suggested in like 2018.
Right.
So when they're talking about how to fix some of the global warming issues, they were literally saying some of the stuff that was in this book that he was reading. He's deciphering these ancient Sumerian texts from 6,000 years ago.
No shit.
Yeah, I don't know.
I was about to
know if
ask,
his interpretations
where
are
did
right,
he
though.
get it from?
He is just a guy who's a linguist who studies these ancient languages
Sure.
and reinterprets them, but it's very highly in dispute. That's the problem. Like you or I, we're not going to figure it out. We're not going to know who's right.
Right.
It's too complicated.
Right.
But there's a website called sitchiniswrong.com, and if you go there, it refutes all of his. I don't know who's right or who's wrong, but it's interesting to see the argument. But again, whatever the fuck was going on back then, 6,000 years ago,
Right.
whatever was going on, they were writing about some wacky shit.
Right,
man.
right.
You know, they were.
And is that the
Yeah.
shrooms or is that
Is it contact?
real? Yeah.
You know, it's not impossible. We could have easily been contacted by some other life form that's similar to us, but that's a million years advanced. We
Right.
could have been contacted all throughout history.
Right.
Yeah. And up until 1860, whatever the fuck it was, all you would have is a drawing and a story.
Well,
Imagine that.
How famous people? Who the fuck knows? But now, if you look at the last 200 years, it has accelerated like a motherfucker. And there's so much, like 200 years ago, people would look at the Bronco or anything like that and be like, what the fuck?
Yeah. What is that?
It happened so quick.
It's happening so quick right now. I mean, that SpaceX thing, they've already figured out how to get something to fly into the sky and then bring it back and land it.
It's insane.
Yeah. We are in a weird fucking time. And if the aliens come right now, it's probably the best time to come. We're going to be the most relaxed about it. No one's been able to work for 6 months.
I
Right?
feel like everybody's,
People are scared to shake hands.
what are you going to do?
Everyone's terrified.
Are you going to say hi? Or are you
To the
gonna,
aliens?
Are you going to grab your bow?
Oh, I'm going to say hi for sure. I'm not stupid. They could come here from I'm not kicking anybody's
disintegration.
ass. Yeah, I'm not even interested in kicking someone's ass from another dimension. I just want to say hi. Tell me what's up.
Tell me what's actually
I want to have an alien on the podcast. Can you imagine?
I could call
Imagine have
Tyler
some
up.
3 foot tall, 40-pound dude with a giant bulbous head and like antenna-like fingers, and he's explaining how they traverse space
No
and time instantaneously.
No.
Can you imagine? They're making sounds, and you interpret those sounds no matter what language you're in all over the world. You instantaneously interpret
Well, it'd
what
be
they're
through
saying.
your brain. You wouldn't be able to hear them.
Yeah, they would do it
Translate.
through a podcast. They'd be able
would
to
do it
engineer
through-
the sounds they make.
They
And
would
we'd have
do
to
it
realize, what
through-
is this sound, and
Through
why do I
Shure
understand what he's saying?
SM78s.
They would hit you with some sound that's so complex you would understand exactly what they're saying,
Yeah.
even though you don't know the language. And everybody would be like, what in the fuck is going on? Oh my God, there's an alien on the JRE. And that's what it would be. Me talking to some alien.
You answer
They better
questions like UFC.
give you some more goddamn money.
I think that's the least of our problems when the aliens come. That shit is going to be wiped
Well,
out.
that's when we need gold.
Yeah, we're going to be gold miners again, folks. We're going to look for some sturdy person with a wide back. That's what's going to be
look good.
valuable. Thank you. But I mean, good enough to mine gold? I don't know. You imagine if that's life in the future? They come down and go, you got 2 choices. One, we eat you. 2, you mine gold for us.
Are they eating
Stay
humans?
alive. Why not? Why wouldn't they eat us? They'd be like, listen, you guys are just protein. You're assholes.
They probably eat clouds.
Yeah.
or like energy. They probably just eat energy.
Yeah, maybe they just exist in some sort of like a
Dude, they're probably not
redundant
even
system.
fucking material.
Probably.
They're probably just fucking ethereal.
Well, maybe they figured out a way to make life. So maybe they figured out a way how to make life where you can transfer your consciousness in some eternal mechanical thing. This is what there's this oh my god, I can't remember his name. Ray Kurzweil, sorry. He's a guy that's obsessed. He's a scientist. He's an inventor. He's got like 100 patents. Genius guy. Maybe not 100, but a lot. And he is obsessed with downloading his consciousness into a computer. He's obsessed with the idea of technology reaching a point where you could replicate a human being in a way where you will never die. Your consciousness will actually transmit to some sort of a computer or an artificial body or another body that's they've genetically engineered. And he believes this is like he's saying you have to look at the exponential rate of technology. Right now that doesn't make any sense.
Right.
But if you go 10 years from now, 10 years is going to, the 10 years time is going to be like 100 years of progress.
Well, like you said, exponential is snowballing.
Yep. 10 years after that, 1,000 years
Right.
of progress. Like 20 years from now, I don't know if those are the right numbers, but 20 years from now or somewhere in that range, we could be looking at artificial life. We could be 30 years from now, we could be looking at fake people.
They're already cloning goats.
Yeah, they've done sheep. Yeah, Dolly the sheep. Yeah, I bet they're cloning people. 100%.
Must be.
100%. 100%. You don't think Russia is cloning people right now? You don't think China's cloning people right now? Why wouldn't they?
I think we're cloning people.
Well, if you think of the people that treat human beings with the least amount of respect, if you think of the way they treat their citizens, those people are likely to clone people. They're not going to give a fuck. They're going to want to be able. They're going to be quick to the jump. Yeah.
We don't give a fuck. I don't think anybody. It's a matter of. It does honestly feel like, oh, everybody's just a gold miner.
In a way, because we're mining technology.
Everybody. I mean, even you sitting on your phone, you're contributing.
100%. Yeah.
And then they're learning.
And you want a new phone. You want a new phone next year. So you work hard so you can buy that new phone.
Right.
And you want a Tesla because it's got that big old electronic screen.
It's a cog in the whole machine. Can I have one of your beard hairs? I'm working on some at home.
I could give you some. I'll tweeze them later. I can't pluck them. They're not big enough to pluck.
I'm working on my cloning device. It doesn't work necessarily.
It might work. Dude, if it works, let me know. If there's a little me running around, I tell them a lot of shit I got wrong.
Kicking everybody.
I'd be like, dude, you got to calm down. Calm down, son. But, like, I think genetic engineering, they've already definitely done that. They've figured out how to, I think it was China that did some sort of CRISPR experiment on people's DNA that figured out how to make them immune from AIDS, but also simultaneously made them smarter. So made them immune to HIV. I'm pretty sure that's what it was.
What's a CRISPR?
CRISPR. Oh, CRISPR is some gene editing tool. I don't know what it's an acronym, right? I don't know what it stands for, but it's a new gene editing tool that they've discovered over the last few years. They understand genes better because of bacteria. I'm sure I'm fucking this up, but they figured out how to make a tool that allows you to edit genes. Here it is: clustered, regularly interspaced, short palindromic repeats. That's CRISPR. That's what it stands for. It's a family of DNA sequences found in the genomes of prokaryote organisms such as bacteria and archaea. These sequences are derived from DNA fragments of bacteriophage.
This is a terrible paragraph.
This is great. How do you say that? Bacteriophages. Phages that had previously infected the prokaryote. Oh boy.
So I know exactly what you're talking about. Let me try.
So this gene editing tool, whatever the fuck that means.
The fuck? What is this tool?
They can edit genes, and they're in the process.
With a computer?
Here, it'll show you right how they do it there. It's like, I don't understand the process, but I know that they have a process. I don't know what it's saying. It's
Is
saying,
this in a
can you,
computer?
like, read that. What is that saying? The Cas9 protein forms a complex with the guide RNA in a cell. The complex attaches to a matching genomic DNA sequence adjacent to a spacer yellow segment. What am I saying? Okay.
No, that's
I'm
the
saying-
yellow segment.
But
You
you know what I'm
see it.
saying? I do. But do you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm reading this and I don't know what the fuck I'm saying while I'm
that's what-
saying it.
that's-
It's too
that's
complicated
what it-
for a moron like me.
It's
don't know
too
what that is.
complicated. I want to know what the tool is. Is it like a wrench or is it like a fucking computer? I don't know what the fuck it is.
It's probably a
It's like
computer.
fork, but that's
Oh, it's a
probably
fork.
accurate.
I don't
Yeah,
think-
that's the dude right
It's just the
there.
guy. It's just a robot hand that comes
It's
in and fucks
it's a
it.
dude with tweezers and a fucking hot dog.
It leaves a lot of room for error. I wonder like what other countries are doing, what kind of crazy shit they're trying. If they're trying to create new humans, superhumans. They're gonna do it. Someone's gonna do it. Either it's gonna be us or it's gonna be them. Someone is gonna create superhumans. I'm not saying it's a good idea. I'm just looking at the laws of improvement. I don't think that's a real thing. But if it was, the law of improvement would state that if something's
a new
possible,
theory.
if something's possible, someone's gonna make it happen. When we detonated 2 nuclear bombs, we could have just everybody got the point, right?
Yeah.
Why they do it
Right.
twice?
Well, it's
Like-
a display, I suppose.
Right. Well, someone could do that with super people.
Yeah.
Like that could happen, and it could happen quick.
He should be a UFC fighter.
Well, they might be the new aliens. When you get to
UFC fighters or superhumans?
super people,
Oh, okay.
super people might be a new species. If someone could really get a hold of a CRISPR and create like a Thor, create like a legitimate superhuman person, and you could just develop a whole race of those, it would just be like instant game over. People aren't people anymore.
How long does that take?
I don't know how long it would take. I'm
Do they
stoned,
have
bro.
to grow from baby to
I'm
human?
high, man. These are freak. I don't think so. That's the thing. And
Or
you know,
they just come out like
think they just
orcs in Lord of
change.
the Rings?
ooh, what if they fuck up?
They come out like orcs in Lord of the Rings where they just cut the pus and then the fucking
They come piling out of them.
and he's just like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna kill fucking
Is that how the orcs were born?
yeah, you never seen Saruman
forget.
in the pit of Helm's Deep?
Those are great
Was it-
fucking movies, man.
Incredible.
Those orcs were the scariest shit ever.
Also,
When
if you
they were
watch
running-
three, it's 12 hours. You could take up half
Yeah.
a day watching
Really?
Lord of the Rings. It's the best.
Yeah, those Lord of the Rings movies, man. Come on. Those orcs and those goblins, they were the scariest fucking
The
thing
goblins are scary.
ever. Ugh.
You ever heard of Necrogoblicon?
No.
It's like a metal band, but the lead singer is a goblin. It's incredible. Can you pull up a picture of the lead singer of Necrogoblicon? Dude, that's them. Dude, it's fucking incredible.
That's amazing.
He
makeup.
reminds me of the goblin that tortures
Bro,
Frodo.
look at his face. Holy shit. Oh my God, that's amazing. Bro,
This is just
hang
for-
on a second. Imagine.
I like his
Hold on.
friends.
Hold on a second. Back up a little bit. Imagine if that's really a goblin. You imagine if a goblin became a rock star and everybody thought it was cute, but it really was a fucking goblin.
You need to watch the video.
Bro, the makeup's amazing. He never takes it off. And this
He's
is
a real fucking
a
goblin.
fucking real goblin.
Well, that's the whole deal. Like his biggest song is like he has a normal job and he has a crush on this girl,
Oh my God.
but she's in love with this like douchebag from The Office.
Oh my God. He's blowing powder on people? What is happening here?
I've never seen this video.
Dude, just imagine if that was real. Imagine
is
if an
real.
alien comes down. Like with
Are
CGI.
aliens goblins?
They could be. Well, why do we think they're going to look cute? Why couldn't they be ugly-looking aliens, octopus-looking monsters? They could be anything, right?
Yeah, that's what Halo. You ever play Halo?
I have.
You think about Arbiter.
What is Arbiter?
He's
One of the characters?
yeah, he's like
I
the
played
alien,
Halo, like,
the
2
alien
times
guys.
ever.
So
Okay.
they have fingers like this, and that's why all their guns are like this, right?
Okay.
But who's to say that aliens don't control their guns with like their booty hole or something weird? Why does it have to be with their hands? Aliens can control their guns with whatever appendage they had.
Good point.
Aliens are weird.
Well, I think the real thing would
They're
come
weird
from
to me.
how are they manipulating matter to make things, right?
Or do they even need to?
Do they need to? Right? Can they do things with their mind that we can't imagine? Right?
Yeah.
Is it possible to if it's possible to make noise and you can hear noise? What is that? It's just some invisible shit flying through the air. I'm saying it to you. You understand what I'm saying? Just flies through the air and hits you. Why do we think that that's the only thing that's possible? There could be some really weird abilities that things have to manipulate matter that maybe evolve over hundreds of thousands of years.
A booty
different
hole
environment.
gun.
A booty hole gun.
Yeah. Who knows?
Who knows?
I'm gonna hit you with my fucking booty hole gun and destroy a fucking block.
Maybe it's like super normal for aliens to like pee on each other the way dogs do. You know, maybe aliens just walk up and just piss on each other all the time. Who knows?
Who fucking knows?
Who knows?
But you know, all we can do is just sit and drink beer until. Mm-hmm. That's it.
I'm amazed that if they really did have UFOs this whole time, that they kept it such a good secret. Pretty incredible. Like, I don't want to encourage that kind of behavior, but I gotta say I'm impressed. Right? If the government really kept their fucking mouth shut for that long, like the new government is not going to do that. These are like those old school Vietnam vets with fucking craggy skin and tough guy voices.
Right.
Those are the ones that are still left. Millennials that take those positions, we're gonna have a real hard time keeping secrets.
Right.
It's not gonna be the same.
It's not.
No.
I mean,
They're not gonna keep any secrets.
how do you feel about the Battle of Los Angeles?
The Battle of Los Angeles? What do you mean?
Wherever there was pictures in the paper and shit, and it's just spotlights, and we were shooting at this thing.
Oh, right. Was that like
Over
what year
LA.
was that?
Old.
Yeah, real old, like the 50s or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who the fuck knows what that was, man?
What the fuck is that?
It
And
could have
then
been
we
some-
shot at it, and it wouldn't go down, and
Yeah.
because they see that
Who knows?
you got. It's either two things. It's either they know, and they're hiding it, or it's something earthly, terrestrial,
Yeah.
and people just interpret it as, yeah, look at
There
that.
it is. Searchlights and anti-aircraft guns.
They were
aircraft
shooting
guns.
at this fucker.
Comb sky during alarm. What year is that, Jamie? 1942. So what year did Oppenheimer first detonate the bomb? I know the Manhattan Project was already in operation by 42, but had they detonated the first bomb yet?
Test or the actual?
The actual first test.
Let me check.
I bet it was around that time, a couple years later, maybe. I bet in that time period when human beings start in a race to try to split the atom. That's what I bet the aliens like. Hey, we got a live one. We got a live one over here.
These motherfuckers figured it out.
Yeah, the
Like,
1940s, they were all doing that shit, right?
3 years later.
3 years later, yeah. So they were probably working on it back then, and the aliens were probably well aware that there was a race going on, and they probably visited. That's what I would do if I had like a planet. Like imagine if you're a researcher and you have a whole planet, and on this planet they've lived for millions and millions of years, but the most advanced thing is like a monkey person, like an Australopithecus or something. And they go, listen, we know where this is going. It's going to take a long time. They might not even make it. They might get wiped out by a volcano. Let's just fucking sprinkle a little bit of us and them, get that CRISPR working, manipulate the DNA of these things.
with the wrench or the little
Splice
tongs
in.
with the hot dog.
The hot dog tongs. Splice it in and make some new people.
What happened to the dinosaurs, Joe?
Asteroid. Yeah, it hit the Yucatan. They know when, they know where. There's something called, I think it's called iridium. It's really rare on Earth and really common in space. And there's a thick layer of it around 65 million years ago, and it's just giant crater in the Yucatan. That's what killed all the dinosaurs.
For
Most
certain.
likely. Most likely. There's some other theories about how long they lasted, which ones died off, which one. Like alligators.
What about alligators?
Those motherfuckers are still here. Yeah. Alligators are here right now, right? Bro, one ate a kid at Disneyland a couple years back.
No shit.
It was the year before I was there.
Ate him
Excuse
whole?
me, Disney World, not Disneyland. Disney World's the Florida one. Ate a kid, yeah.
Whole.
A 2-year-old kid. snatched him up.
Jesus
Horrible,
Christ.
horrible. Playing near the water and this fucking dinosaur. And imagine you take your kid to Disney World. Well, it's going to be safe for sure. We're at Disney World.
Yeah.
They've done a great job making sure
Yeah.
there's not monsters living in
Yeah.
the pond.
Yeah.
Nope. No, there's monsters in that pond. Fucking alligator came out and ate their kid. Look at this motherfucker. Look at
That's
this
the
thing.
motherfucker?
This,
That's
no, this
the
is a
guy?
different one. This is
Oh.
a different one. This, but
I was
look at
like,
this.
they have video of this?
Bro, these people are standing just a few feet away from a goddamn dinosaur with a brain the size of a quarter. That thing doesn't give a fuck about you or your babies or your kids or you're
No,
just
there's-
lucky. You're lucky that dinosaur doesn't just
The
bum
tail's
rush
the
you.
size of a human.
Yeah, dude, they're so big, and that's not even a huge one. There's a video one in Florida walking across a golf course. It's 15 feet long, and you see it, and these guys are in awe. They're like, "What the fuck?" They're out there playing golf, and a legitimate dinosaur walks by. 15-foot long alligator. It's so big. It's so big, dude. Look
Yeah.
at its leg. Look at it. Look at that thing. Look at that thing.
Is this the...
Yes.
Holy Christ.
Yeah. Holy Christ! Look how big that is.
On the golf course.
Bro, look how big that
Yo.
is. Look at the size of that thing.
Yeah.
Holy shit, man.
Your ball struck my foot.
Holy fuck, that thing's so big. What do
I'll
they
see
do?
you in the parking lot. What's the Billy Madison quote? Or
Which
Happy
one?
Gilmore, that's what it is.
Oh, the alligator ate his hand. Carl Weathers.
That's fucking crazy.
How crazy is that? If you're out there living in Florida, you live with
That's
monsters.
a dinosaur.
That's a real legit dinosaur.
You think about it too. It's so interesting to think about. Like, even in Florida, but in Australia, the spiders, the house spiders. Like, I see a spider, he's like this big. I'm like, okay, fine. In Australia, the average spider's like this fucking big.
Yeah, they're
What are you gonna do?
terrifying creatures over there. There's brown snakes and shit. My Australian friend Adam Greentree's always trying to get me to go out there, go camping with him. I'm like, get the fuck out of here.
No.
He goes hunting in
I'm-
Australia.
I'm-
Look at that thing! Look
That's-
at that thing! No!
What the fuck?
No, no, no.
So much protein.
If you're hungry. Is that a huntsman? Yeah. Jesus Christ, look at that thing. That's so big. Australia's just buck wild, man.
It's so bizarre to think like and you've seen there's big ass grasshoppers that are like this big.
Locusts, man.
Terrifying.
You know, I didn't find out until a few years ago.
Yeah,
What?
look at that fucker.
What is that?
Dude, he's eating a full carrot like an infant, like a toddler. He's eating a carrot like a fucking toddler. That's insane.
It's like he's screaming through a traffic cone.
Also, if I saw a centipede, I would die.
Oh my God, look at the
Instantly.
size of that. Look at that butterfly thing. Moths are like the ugly butterflies.
True.
It's really the same thing.
How come? Why
One
is
of
that?
them's pretty and one
Why
of them
is
we
that?
fucking swat
I'll-
every chance we get.
What?
Because we value beauty. Look at that. Look at that creepy
If
thing.
I saw that, I would run away.
Bro, you ever seen a centipede eat a mouse?
No,
Do you want to?
probably.
See, find a centipede eats a mouse. I didn't know they did this, man. When you
That's
see that
insane.
thing, I never would have thought that thing was a monster. I thought it was
Yeah.
just a bug. Probably
No, that's-
eats little bugs. No, eats a mouse.
You just saw a grasshopper eat a carrot like a fucking 4-year-old. It's crazy.
That's a 4-pound grasshopper. Look at this. Look at this centipede attacking this mouse.
No shit.
Bro, they're predatory. Like Alien, like a movie. That's like the movie Alien.
Holy
Look at it.
shit.
It's biting into the back
Oh,
of
this
the
is
spine
sad.
of the
This is
mouse
sad.
and killing it. Dude, it's more than sad. That's an alien.
This is sad.
Look at it. It's
I can't
burrowing
look at his
itself
eye.
into the body of
Oh
the
my
mouse.
God, take that off of the camera.
Bro, imagine.
Holy shit.
That's why you need to learn jujitsu.
for centipedes.
Mice need to learn jujitsu. You need to
Yeah.
figure out how to
Well, that's your next venture.
move that
A
thing
mice
off you.
jujitsu class.
Don't let them get your back.
But
That
that's not
centipede
good.
gets your back.
My cat's killed 2 mice in my house.
Your cats are murderers. Every cat's a murderer. There's no doubt about that.
But if the mice knew jujitsu, maybe
They'd
my
still
cat
be
would
fucked.
have died.
cat is so big.
Cat is big.
They don't have a chance. But the centipede's not that much bigger than the mouse. Or it's smaller than the mouse, really.
Cat is big, mice
Yeah.
is small.
What we got to worry about is bugs. Because bugs are small. But that's what nature did to them. They made them, like, invulnerable but small, so we could squash them. But if they were big, we'd be so fucked. Those murder hornets, remember they were trying to scare us with those?
Yeah. Yeah, I
That
remember.
was right during the COVID. Like, you know, you saw Tiger King and then murder hornets.
But
Like,
then,
no.
the honeybee figured out how to vibrate
Yeah.
all around it and kill it with heat.
Isn't that crazy?
That's crazy.
It's crazy. How did they figure that out? And how do they know how to work together to overheat the
Well, Utah is the hive state.
murder wasp?
Utah is the hive state, so bees are smart as shit.
Yeah. They're weirdly smart.
Weirdly smart.
Like-
There's something connected to bees and aliens.
Well,
For
how
sure.
come they all know how to make that fucking hive? There's no classes.
There's nothing. They just come out knowing,
they
like,
just
let's
come
fucking
out.
go.
Come on, man. Imagine all over the world, this one being knows exactly the kind of shape to make and makes it with, like, what's it using? What creates that wax? It's like it's using
Magnetism.
what they get. It's using what they get from plants, right? Is it pollen that makes the stuff that they use for wax? Is that what they get, or is it an excretion from their own excretion? So they eat and then they make this excretion, and then they literally build a house with their own spit.
And then we eat it.
Yeah, it's delicious. Honeycomb, it's very good. Never had
Never
it?
had it. I'm not a big honey guy.
No. Are you into sweet and low?
No.
You an aspartame or a real sugar guy?
I like the Coke with real sugar.
Real sugar Coke's the best.
That's true.
And there's an added benefit of knowing it's killing your body. A Diet Coke, you can pretend you're healthy. I'm having a Diet Coke. This is basically like
Pepsi
water.
Max.
That is not water, bitch. It doesn't. There's nothing about that that's water.
This is water for me. You know. What do you say? Why don't you crack that one open?
I will do
Let's
that.
really get into it.
think
Let's
we're
get
in-
down to the real nitty
I think we
gritty.
got pretty into it, man. We're with aliens making
We're
people.
talking about
That's
eating
as
bee
into
poop.
Yes. Yeah, you know, that's the crazy thing is we need bees to make other plants. Like when you find out about pollination, you're like, what? Like that's how it's done? It's done through the bee. The bee gets it on their body and then they go to another plant and it pollinates it. That's bananas. What a stupid system.
And
That's
but
what we
there
need?
is a matriarchy.
Oh yeah, for sure.
There's one boss.
Yep, queen bitch.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Those
There's,
kind of
it's just like humans, essentially.
Yeah. Well, in a way. Well, it's not though. It's like here's like this is the thing about bees. They're small, so we love them. But if they were big, they would be our biggest enemy ever. That would be the most terrifying thing on the planet is a horse-sized bee. And then imagine like enormous huge colonies of horse-sized bees that come out of the mountains like demons, just come in and
sound like a fucking
snatch
helicopter.
people up. Yeah, do what those Japanese hornets do, where they cut those honeybees' heads off. Imagine if there was something out there doing that to us.
There's bees cutting other bees' heads off.
Oh yeah, that's what these murder hornets do. They climb on top of the back of the honeybee and they bite their head off.
Yeah, but then honeybees strengthen numbers.
That's the strength in
I
numbers.
got my
but
friends.
guess what? They don't always win. It doesn't always work out. Sometimes there's
And
a
then
lot of murder
sometimes
hornets.
motherfuckers get their heads cut off.
Dude, there's a terrifying one that if it was a horror movie, like if you were a honeybee, it would be the worst, like Conan the Barbarian movie ever.
Yeah,
like the
what is
most
this?
brutal. They swarm in, and these murder hornets grab a hold of these honeybees and just chop their heads off. And they're trying to get in, I think, to get to the. I think they want. Do they want the eggs?
This looks like
what
a
are they
back
trying to get
music
to?
video.
Bro, it's what's that?
I think they're just assholes. I don't know.
They're just assholes. But look how they do it. They cut their fucking heads off, man. It's horrific. They're so much bigger. And they just run up on these honeybees and cut their heads off
How do they cut them off?
with those clippers.
Incisors?
Yeah, see those front clippers?
Those lateral
Look at 'em.
incisors?
They just grab them and chop them up, man. It's horrific. They just tear them apart with their face. So there's these weird look. Those are all dead honeybees, and these weird wars that go on with these murder hornets and honeybees.
How do you film this? Do you know what's gonna happen? Like, do they set the
They set it up,
the
bro.
hornets off at
They,
the bees?
they did. They totally set those fucking
Dude,
bees
it looks
up.
like a fucking Tony Hawk skate video. This looks like a very 90s video.
Jamie, that's a really good question. Like, do you think that this is like a murder for hire scene?
They need it's
Like
a snuff film
Yeah,
for
it's a horror
bees.
movie, yeah.
It's a snuff.
Let the bees or let the hornets go, and then
They
just
need a
see what
fisheye.
happens.
They
Come
need a
on, man. Look
fisheye
at,
lens.
Look at what's going on here. You got these hornets and you have murdered bodies. This is a horror movie for bees. Like, look around back there. Those are all bee bodies.
Good
they just-
transition there.
Cut these. I mean, if that's what we're watching, like maybe they did
What
set this
the
up. Maybe they
fuck?
brought in murder hornets
What
to
the
an active
fuck?
honeybee
Look at that
colony.
shit.
I know. Bodies, man.
How did- no.
Headless bodies.
The comb.
Oh, the comb. Yeah, I know. How'd they figure that out?
It's perfect.
It's always like that too. It's not like one guy. They're like, bro, I'm gonna have a fucking double XL
Yeah, let
cone.
me do it.
Like,
My
no one-
cone's gonna have 8 inches.
Yeah, no one has cones like like some wheels on cars that are just so big. There's no cone like that. They're
No.
all the same. They
Yeah.
all know how to do it all over the world too. It's a weird animal. We're just lucky that little thing is that size. If that fucker was big, German Shepherd sized bees.
Let's go back. Let's go back to the monolithic period. There were probably bees fucking a foot long.
Let's find out. What was the biggest bee in history? You say a foot long. I say you're probably right.
I say a foot long.
I agree with you.
I bet you
That
in
makes
dinosaur
sense.
times
Yeah,
those
like a
fuckers
bee
were
about
huge.
that big. That makes sense. Maybe even bigger. I'm gonna go foot and a half. Fuck it. I'll go foot and a half. What do you think, Jamie?
The first result was not correct. It gave me something that was actually alive recently. They thought was extinct, so that's not.
Oh, but let's take a guess now while we're
I'd say
waiting.
11 inches.
I say a foot and a half. What do you say?
That sounds so big.
I know,
They were
but everything was
big
big back
fuckers.
then, man.
It's
They
a,
were all,
a shoe flying around.
yeah, a fucking a shack shoe.
That's my boot. That's my fucking boot.
Yeah, 17 inches is pretty big.
I mean,
18
yeah,
inches?
5-6 inches. That's pretty big too.
Yeah,
Let's see.
inch and a half.
I
is,
say 11.
is totally possible though. There was giant fucking bugs back then. 18 inches ain't shit. I would imagine there was.
A big shack
Why would
sneaker.
the-
This keeps giving me this thing called Wallace's giant bee, which was 2.5 inches.
Oh my
Wingspan,
god,
2.5 inches.
that ain't shit.
I know.
Yeah.
What do you think? Let's Google
Maybe
this. What
we're
was-
so-
we're all way
we're-
off. What do you think
Yeah, I
was?
bet that dog was like fucking 30 feet long.
Look how big it is, though. It's still pretty big. I mean, we have that. Where's
Oh,
that,
that thing that's right there. That's a tarantula hawk that's on in front of the skull. See that little glass bottle?
Oh, can I?
yeah,
man?
that's from Maynard. You know Maynard from Tool, Maynard Keenan.
He has these.
Yeah, that's his from his farm. He sent it to me.
This is him.
That's his. It's him. That's he's haunting this room through that bug. No, that's from his farm. He runs. He has vineyards, and he sees these fuckers up there.
Yeah, if we think about history as exponential, then these fuckers had to be 11 inches exactly.
Science, bitch. Science. Well, okay, let's ask this. What do you think the biggest bug ever is? What's the biggest bug ever?
In history, make sure it's like not
Biggest bug in history.
like millions of years. I say 2 feet.
Okay. All right. I want to say bigger.
Really?
Yeah. I want to think there's like some fucking cephalopods that are technically bugs.
Ugh.
Is that what they're called? Theropods? Some of those crazy
Cephalopods.
cephalopods.
Is that
some
what
of
it
those,
is?
Maybe. And them crazy ancient.
Oh yeah, those fuckers
things.
that are like
Yeah.
the Pokemon. What's
Yeah.
it? Kabutops.
Yeah, there was some creepy old bugs back in the day.
For sure.
Yeah. I want to say it might be 3 feet.
You
So,
could probably
Yeah, it's like it's different. So, like, isn't like a lobster and crabs are technically
insects
bugs,
or
right?
whatever.
Divers,
like-
that's what the divers call them. They call them bugs.
There are bigger ones of those than this largest dragonfly it's showing me. It's like 1.8 meters. I feel like there's got to be a crab or a
What's the
lobster that's
conversion?
bigger than that.
What's
3
one-
feet and then 0.8.
Yeah, it's just,
0.8 is like,
this
it's
is
like
compared
four-
to a 6-foot person. It's not that big.
It's
I-
pretty big.
I mean, it's big. No, all right. All right.
If that's
For
trying to
dragonfly, it's very
climb in
big,
your
but-
asshole, if that was trying to climb in your asshole, you'd be very unhappy. That's big. But yeah, but compared to a person. So and they say that's the largest insect
ever.
extinct insect.
275 million years ago.
Oh, not
So-
that impressive. So
Unimpressed. That shit's
If you
whack.
change the parameters on what an insect
Nah.
is, then we could. Get
That's
Yeah,
a-
that,
I
no,
mean,
not
bro,
even
that's
insect.
like a
Type
large
in bug.
hot dog.
Just do
bug.
bug.
That's like a large hot dog. That's what it's like.
I have largest bug ever in history, and it says dragonfly.
Ever, largest
Oh,
bug
there it
ever in
goes.
history.
We're
Oh,
lucky they're
27
little,
inches.
man. We're lucky they're little. I just found out a few years ago that when locusts come and they swarm into like an area and ruin cornfields and shit like that, those are grasshoppers. Some weird change happens to grasshoppers and they become locusts, and it doesn't happen all the time. There's like
they're
some
possessed.
Well, maybe we're like, we're trying to like write it down as some sort of technical hormonal change inside the animal, but maybe that is. Every
They're
now and then
just
they get
possessed.
possessed by demons, and we're just trying to figure it out. What makes harmless little green grasshoppers turn into brown crop-chomping clouds of swarming locusts? Serotonin.
No shit.
Yep. According to a study published this week in Science, it took just 2 to 3 hours for timid grasshoppers in a lab to morph into gregarious locusts after they were injected with serotonin.
Wow.
Wow. So it changes, this chemical changes what they are. And they get bigger, I think, right? Don't they get bigger? They look bigger.
Well, you saw a grasshopper eat a carrot. So
That
they
was-
get up there.
That was a ridiculous grasshopper. Like if you were on your bike and your face hit that grasshopper, like you might get knocked off the bike, right?
This
like a
fucker's gotta
bird.
be like a baseball.
Bro, that's a bird. You hit a bird. Like if you hit a bird with your face while you're driving your bike, like you're probably gonna fall down.
You probably.
You might be able to take it if you get the wiggle of the bike. Keep your wits about you. If you get hit in the face with a bird.
Oh, I mean, planes go down.
Right, they do. Birds get sucked into the fucking engine.
It's one bird.
I think it's more than one bird. You need a few
Is it?
birds. Yeah.
Couple birds.
I think you need a lot of beaks.
But the beaks
Most of the
is
stuff
what
I
does
think
it.
grinds up quick.
Beaks are keto.
Yeah, the meat grinds up quick. I think it's the beaks. The beaks are the issue.
It blows my mind too. Rolls Royce makes turbines.
Yeah, for jet engines.
That's the craziest shit.
They make dope stuff, man. That's a weird company, right? Like
It's pretty
You
baller.
want to let everybody know you're not fucking around.
I have a Rolls Royce turbine on
ya?
my airplane. I don't.
Yeah,
No,
but
this
you
was.
can
I
imagine.
was just playing a character.
Would you drive a Rolls Royce?
Would I?
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Do you
got
have
Rolls
one of those?
Royces.
You have one?
Beautiful.
What does it feel like when you drive around that thing?
Like a boat. It's like you're on a pontoon.
But you're also you're on like, if you wanted to go to the king of the custom car, like the king of the expensive luxury car, it's Rolls Royce. That's the king.
Yeah.
There's something about it. Driving around, you got that grill. Come on, son.
You got stars in the roof. Ladies love
Stars
it.
on the roof. That's right. Stars on the roof.
You gotta do that in the Bronco.
No. That would be.
No.
Can't do that to a Bronco. 72 Bronco. You're not allowed to do that. That's gross. you can't put that blue light inside the wheel well. Stop doing that. Stop doing that. Listen, man.
I got blue light in my wheel well.
You can have that if you like. You're a different person. A lot of people should not put blue light in the wheel well of their classic Bronco. But yours is from the OJ days,
Yeah.
right? That's okay. You can do
There's
whatever you
the-
want to those.
I'm happy to see that here because there's a certain charm about Broncos that I think a lot of people understand.
They make you smile. I see a nice Bronco. It makes me smile.
There's something about it. Even the new ones. I love it.
Look at that.
That's my Explorer. That's a 92 Ford Explorer, ladies and gentlemen.
You got a 92 Ford Explorer with those kind of crazy gull-wing doors.
Yeah. The
That's-
back ones don't work. They're hard to it's hard to get in. But it looks cool.
I think the person who did those wing doors the best is Tesla. That Tesla X.
Yeah,
where-
the gull wings
where
are
it goes up,
gangster.
it goes straight up in the air, and then it comes straight down. I mean, those things are sick.
I like Christmas mode
What's Christmas mode? I've seen the dance mode when it's
Yeah,
a little
that's
dance
the same.
party.
What? Maybe you just do dance mode during December and then it's Christmas mode.
Tiffany
Other
Haddish,
dances.
back in the days we were allowed to go to the Comedy Store, Tiffany Haddish was in the parking lot and she had her car on dance mode. She had it playing music and the car was dancing. She was dancing in front of it and a bunch of us were dancing too. It was hilarious. It was like a car dancing. Car dances.
What were your moves like?
My dance moves?
Yeah.
They were very subtle. Very like
It's like
barely
a toe
moving.
tap. Yeah, look at that
There it
shit.
is.
Yeah, that's the Christmas.
That's
It also
crazy.
plays Trans-Siberian Orchestra.
This is what happens when you get super smart dudes and you give them too much free time. And you're like, what else you guys want to do? And they're like, Elon, what we want to do is we want to make it dance. Like, okay, that's
For
cool.
Christmas.
Super cool.
We want to make it dance for Christmas, Halloween, every holiday.
Yeah. That's a different animal too. Like the Tesla animal's a different animal. When you're in one of those, it doesn't even feel like a car. It feels like you're on some next level thing. You're in some, oh, this is what the future of cars is. Oh,
Right.
It's here right now.
Would you drive a entirely autonomous car?
I think you're going to have to eventually.
I don't think so.
I think they're going to get so good at making those things not crash that will completely eliminate auto accidents. I
But
think
then there's something that could. Have you seen Upgrade?
yes, I did. Fun movie.
And then great movie.
Yeah.
Car gets hacked.
Yes, that's right. That's right. Right.
I think always, and I can't speak for the next generation, but I think I will always, until I die, drive my motor vehicle. I think that,
We're old school.
yeah.
If we like it or not,
we're
old
classic.
school.
Yeah.
Because think of you're younger than me, but there will be people younger than you. And 10, 20 years from now, they'll be different,
Right.
dealing with a totally different reality. Like there's a lot of kids today that are just used to Uber, right? That's what they do. They just use Lyft or they use Uber and they barely drive anywhere. Avoids drunk driving, doesn't cost that much. They just travel around with other
Right.
people driving them.
Right.
They're used to someone else driving. So
Right.
if all of a sudden it comes along that you can get a car that can drive you around and with 100% certainty not crash into other cars,
Right.
like that they all communicate with each other,
Right.
they're gonna say, "Hey, people, we like
We
think
got
about
this."
how many people die from car accidents every year.
Right.
Now think about what we would do to bring those people back. All you have to do is not drive your car, and that's how it happens. It doesn't happen because anybody's evil. It doesn't happen.
Right.
It's just like this is what people do. They get more and more control over their environment and more control over safety and then more and more control over what you can and can't do because
Right.
you don't want to violate the safety protocols. If everybody else is using the autonomous car and you're in your crazy Bronco and you smash into someone, that's your fault. You fucked up. If you didn't have that
But that's how I
goddamn
like it.
Bronco, Post Malone,
It's just like an airplane flight.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm gonna die on an airplane, I would rather know that I'm gonna die rather than be
asleep.
completely out of control
I wonder what
of
that
the
would be
situation.
like if you were asleep
It'd probably be
and they never woke
Fine.
you up. You took two of those Ambiens and you just fucking crashed. I'm just gonna lay here.
got a
and
couple
crash.
champagne.
And there's all wah, 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 oxygen masks are falling down from the ceiling.
You're out of the
cold,
game.
son.
Stop! I hate flying.
Okay, I'm sorry. But then you just wake up
But think
in another
about it.
dimension.
If you knew how to fly a plane,
Yeah.
everything would be different.
Sure.
If you knew how to fly an airplane,
Yeah.
the anxiety of flying would be gone.
I don't think that's true.
Because
You're still in
you
the sky.
understand that turbulence is controllable and you can figure it out.
Yeah, but I think when shit goes wrong, it goes really wrong. That's
Yeah.
always going to be there.
Right.
There's always going to be that fear.
But then as a passenger,
Yeah.
it's kind of like being with a crazy driver. You're like, "Oh, he's making me nervous."
Yeah, a little bit. It could be.
But then I mean, turbulence is uncontrollable. But you feel more comfortable having known if this crazy driver goes crazy, you can grab the wheel and know how to drive.
Fuck. Imagine that scenario. Drinking champagne, hanging with your buddies on a plane, thinking everything's groovy. All of a sudden, pilot has a stroke.
and then, fuck, oh shit, Posty knows how to fly a plane. He's gonna save the day.
What if they both get sick with some crazy disease? You only stopped in Hawaii for one night, but something that the fucking pilots ate. They're sick with a contagious disease, and they're in the front.
So they're zombies.
Dude.
The pilots are zombies.
The pilots are zombies.
Yo, we just made a fucking dope-ass movie right now.
Doesn't it, Chuck Palahniuk, doesn't he have a movie or a book? He has a short story where a person turns into a werewolf on a plane. Somebody sent it to me a long
That
time
sounds
ago.
awesome.
Yeah, I think it's a little girl. A little girl becomes a werewolf on a plane.
It's called Survivor. Wait. Yeah, what? Oh, he's got two about a plane. Sorry.
It's a kid becomes a werewolf on a plane.
Google that.
That's what I did. Type that in.
What is that?
Two
He had a
stories popped up,
collection
though.
of horror stories, didn't he?
Okay, that's called Haunted.
Haunted.
Yeah,
That's Chuck Palahniuk, right? Am I saying his name right?
I believe so.
Thank you. See? Yeah, that's it. That's it. And one of them is about. Am I remembering this
This
wrong?
seems super obscure.
It popped up when I was looking through here. Let me see if I can find the thing about.
This is the same guy who wrote Fight Club. Really interesting guy.
Wow.
Had him on the podcast for. Very interesting guy. Super smart. But what a fucking imagination. So
That's a great movie,
embracing
though.
of creepy thoughts.
Right?
Yeah,
Pilots,
well, yeah, man.
pilots get the zombie disease
Oh, yeah.
before taking off, and then the pilots become zombies on the flight.
There it is. A 13-year-old Chippewa Indian girl transformed as if a werewolf aboard the plane and caused the crash. She relates her theory to Missing Link, who tells her the girl in question was his sister. Okay, I think I just gave away some spoilers.
Heyo.
What's in the box?
What's in the box?
No, no, no.
No.
No, no.
What do you do with Kevin Spacey? What happens with that guy now?
I have no idea.
He's the guy. He's Kaiser, isn't he? Wasn't he the guy in that movie?
In
That was Brad
movie,
Pitt.
yeah,
I was doing
yeah.
Brad Pitt.
Yeah,
But he's the
guy
killer.
in that movie. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, 7.
I was doing Brad Pitt.
I know. But I was saying, he's saying it to Kevin Spacey. Then he
Yeah.
kills Kevin Spacey, right?
I'm 25.
I hear you, bro. That's one of the best answers anybody's ever given to anything. One of the most self-aware answers anybody's ever given to anything.
How about this first?
Great fucking movie, man. 7. Jesus Christ, that was a vivid movie.
Large torso.
Kevin Spacey? Okay.
There it is.
It's not the smallest torso.
You're jealous.
arguing.
You're a little bit jealous. You know
he's
your
very thick.
torso's
He
bigger.
seems like he's got a good lung capacity. Could take a big deep breath.
What's in the box?
That's a creepy ass fucking movie, man. I love a good creepy movie.
Me too.
But for
True
me,
Detective was kind of like 7 for me. The
Yeah,
first season.
yes, I like them supernatural. I like creepy movies supernatural or with monsters because I know they're bullshit that way. Like ones that are like too close to humans, to actual human
I
behavior.
like
I'm like,
that.
ugh.
I like kind of like the slasher type vibe to where it's like, oh, there's a dude in a mask that wants to fuck everybody up. I
And you
because
can't
I
kill
know if it was my house, I'd just pop the fucker and then burn him.
I don't think that works with Jason.
It works with Jason.
But he always comes back. He made like 100 movies.
Well, what was the last movie?
The last movie was Jamie Lee Curtis. She's still fucking with this dude.
No,
It's
Halloween.
Oh, that's a different one?
Yeah, it's Michael Myers.
Oh,
Michael
Jason
Myers
is different.
Yeah, and
That's
then
right.
Michael Myers. Yeah, Halloween.
That's right.
And my dad used
Played
to.
the two of them.
My dad used to scare the fuck out of me, and he knew Michael Myers scared the shit out of me. And for Halloween, he put the mask on and scared the living shit out of me.
That's a terrible thing to do to a kid.
Well, that's why I'm so fucked up to
Michael
this day.
Michael Myers is Halloween, and Jason is. Which one had more movies?
Jason
Halloween was only a
Voorhees.
few, right?
Jason Voorhees, for
Right,
sure.
he had the most.
There was like fucking 8 of those motherfuckers. 9.
He died in space or something like that. I think.
No, Jason
Yeah,
died
that's
in
where
space.
it got to. That's where it got to. He linked up. Do you remember Leprechaun?
Yes, yes, I do.
Leprechaun killed Jason.
Oh my God, that
It
happened.
got to a point where Freddy Krueger was fighting Jason. And the only motherfucker that could kill Jason was fucking Freddy Krueger.
Oh, that's so stupid. Oh my God, that's so stupid. Look at him.
Yeah, man.
Leprechaun.
Yo, there is a Leprechaun versus Jason?
There really is.
Someone might have edited this cleverly or
No,
something.
I remember this. This was an actual movie.
I don't think so.
Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure.
I remember Leprechaun in space.
Well, why don't you Google whether or
Freddy
not it's
versus
a
Jason.
movie?
Well, I did, and I just clicked on the first
I
thing that popped up.
think
But
Leprechaun versus Jason was a movie.
I think people are edited some shit.
Well, why don't you Google it?
I'm
Yeah,
Oh,
buddy.
Jesus Christ.
I did, and all that comes up is YouTube clips. So I don't
That's
think it's
it?
a real movie.
What about that?
Yeah, look, a fan-made I made for
a
fun.
fan-made trailer.
But Jason
you
and
son
Freddy
of a
really
bitch.
did.
See, it's
Yo, people ask for, is Jason stronger than Freddy?
but
Which Jason is the scariest?
Jason and Leprechaun. How does someone not make that movie? That
There's
movie
got
is,
yo. Can we
it's a
look
done
up?
deal.
Can we look up Leprechaun Jason fan fiction?
bro. Before COVID,
There
you could
has
walk.
to be some fanfic of Leprechaun and Jason.
100% there has to be. But before COVID, you could probably walk into any any of those horror movie making producer's office and pitch that idea, and they'd be like, "Oh shit, why didn't we think of that? Leprechaun versus Jason. It's a
In
no-brainer."
space.
In space. In Yellowstone.
And Michael Myers is the director.
How many movies were there with Jason? It has to be like 20, right?
Yeah, hold on,
It's like more. Okay, let's ask this: more Jasons or more Mission Impossibles?
More Jason,
Really?
for sure.
It's a lot of Mission Impossibles.
There's like 5, right?
I don't know. I was trying to find the newest one the other day. I was trying to watch something crazy and mindless.
There's a lot of Born Identities.
There's 12. There's 12 Friday the 13th.
Yeah, 12.
Oh my God, the prophecy will be concluded on the 13th.
Yeah, exactly. They're
Imagine.
waiting for that.
been 10 years.
No,
That's the
they're waiting for
conclusion.
Leprechaun versus.
11 years, technically.
This is the trailer for the fucking movie, Jamie. This is a trailer. You saying that, us looking it
Oh,
up,
fuck.
everybody laughing. Dun,
Oh
dun, dun.
fuck! It's Jason Voorhees.
And the leprechaun together at last. Imagine getting killed by a leprechaun. You'd be like, I can't believe this shit. Like if you're a girl, you go home. If you're a groupie and you go home with the goblin or the
Necrogoblicon.
yeah.
I
Imagine
can't even
you
say
find out
that.
he's a real goblin.
Can't even say the word
That would be-
Necrogoblicon. Goblin's hard to say.
It would be a great Stephen King book right there. A goblin who
Is he
pretended
still
to be a
writing?
guy in makeup. Oh yeah, he still writes. Look at that leprechaun. Terrifying.
Terrifying.
There's a great Stephen King movie about a vampire that flies around at night in his own plane. It's great in terms of like, let me just like stress, it's classic. It's like very 80s like. It's not great. Like you see it, you're like, man, this is like they
Right.
made it yesterday. Not like like a classic Francis Ford Coppola movie or a Stanley Kubrick movie. Not like that, but it's called Night Flyer, I think. It's a really good book. I read the book. It's like a short story, I think. And then the movie is this vampire just flying around fucking people up, and then he covers his plane during the day. He just lays out there, and they have to figure out what the fuck's going on. And there's this vampire with his own plane flying around and fucking people up.
That's pretty cool. I watched Salem's Lot for the first
It's a
time.
good movie. That was a made-for-TV thing.
Salem's Lot?
Yeah.
No,
yeah.
well, it's like fucking 9 hours long.
Yeah. It was like a made for like network television miniseries. Type
Well, that
of
was
deal.
it too. It was made.
The first
was
one,
a
right?
was a television thing, right?
Yeah, I think so. That was the one with the guy from Rocky Horror Picture Show, right? Isn't it?
Alice Cooper.
No, who is
Curry?
Tim Curry? Tim Curry's the first It. He was the first It in the TV version of it, which was like, believe it or not, scary at the time when
It's
it came
terrifying.
out.
No, that movie sucks. I hate it. It scares the fuck out of me still.
But they're nothing compared to the new ones. The new that's the new It.
Yeah, that's.
his old one.
I think this
Oh,
guy's.
is it?
I think this guy's
Damn.
scarier than the new guy.
That's pretty scary.
We all float down here, cowboy.
Look at that face, man. Jesus Christ. So that's the 1990 Pennywise. Yeah, there's something about that that might actually be creepier.
Yeah, it's just like fucking lifeless.
Well, there's
It's
something
like-
about it. It's a real. It's the thing about that is like, if you looked into a sewer and you saw a man, like that's a real thing. That's not like CGI.
No, that's like yeah.
The
There's no
thing about
effects. There's
the
no
other-
effects.
Yeah, the thing about the new one is it scares the fuck out of you, but when it opens its mouth and then clamps down, bites a kid's
Right.
arm off,
Right, you're
like,
like,
that's
that's not
It's not
real.
really happening. Yeah.
Do you know Michael Myers' mask was Will Shatner?
What? Really? Was it Will Shatner mask?
Yeah,
No shit.
it was. Yeah, there's a lot of
Oh.
information on it, but Michael Myers' mask was like a Will Shatner.
Oh my god.
It was supposed to be Captain Kirk apparently, but
Oh my god. They just took the eyebrows off.
it's fucking terrifying.
Oh my god, it is. That is who he is. How weird.
Isn't that weird?
Fucking real weird.
But that's how it fucking goes. It's like the uncanny valley.
There's something about someone wearing a mask too, like that kind of mask. Like
Yeah.
you don't see any humanity.
Yeah,
You
it's
see
just. I'm gonna fucking destroy you.
Yes. From the darkness. That's what we're all scared of, right? We're all scared of some super powerful demonic shit that's outside of our control. Jason's coming, demons are coming. What if demons existed, but really rarely, just like UFOs? Like these people that are taking selfies at the Grand Canyon, and they're like posing, like, look, and then all of a sudden, ah! What if there's little demons just waiting for a moment
In the Grand
like that?
Canyon?
Yeah, everywhere.
This
Just
is
waiting,
everywhere.
just waiting for you to do something.
There's just a
stupid, so
couple.
they poke.
There's like 15.
There it is, Night Flyer. Yeah, look at that. That's the vampire. That guy's the reporter. He's gonna expose the vampire. when I say it's really good, I don't mean it's really good. I mean it's really good because it's kind of schlocky and crazy, and you're watching this fucking.
He's not fighting back very hard.
I like.
No,
yeah,
he can't.
I like
the
this.
vampire has so much power. He has to do what the vampire says.
This is.
The book is cooler, for sure. The book is really cool. There's another book that's really good that Stephen King did about aliens called The Tommy Knockers. That's a great book. That's about a UFO that was like buried in the ground near a town, and its energy started fucking everybody up. Like it was messing with people and messing because there was this thing that was right, and that was a great book that they made a movie out of it, but the movie didn't really kind of capture what the book was about. It's too hard.
It
man.
makes sense. Radiation, I guess.
Yeah, radiation.
I'm not a
from some
doctor or
outer
anything,
space
but-
craft fucking. With
How
all
do
these
you
people.
react? How do you react to that?
Who knows, man? Who knows?
You seen Brightburn?
Brightburn? What's that?
So it's like Superman if he was bad,
Superman if he was bad.
if he
Okay.
was evil.
Okay.
I thought it was great.
It's a movie?
Yeah, it's a movie.
Whoa! When did this come out?
2 years ago.
Really?
Yep.
God
You should
damn
watch.
it.
You should
I'm
watch this
so out of the
fucker.
loop.
You should watch this fucker. It's
Really?
pretty good. Yeah.
Dude, that sounds incredible.
It's literally like parallel Superman, but if he was like bullied and treated like shit and he was angry.
Whoa.
Just imagine that.
Oh my God, imagine that.
If
So
you
this is-
had that power, but you were angry instead of wanting to help people.
Right.
Like, who says superheroes want to help people?
Oh my God. Yeah, imagine if you're like super fucking annoying, but you're also super powerful. You're from another planet, but you smell weird, and the girls here don't like you.
Yeah.
Fuck. You're
And
from
you're
another
fucking
planet.
12 and you're like,
God damn it! And you just get angry, and you become.
and you
You
fucking
let them know.
squish your mom.
Listen,
With a
bitches.
school bus.
I'm more powerful than all you fucking
Yeah.
ants.
I always think about that too. If there was a real superhero, would he lay low or would he be like, I am God?
He would
I
be
am.
beating girls off his dick 24 hours a day, and he wouldn't have a
That's-
chance to save the world because they would be just lined up.
There's a show called The Boys.
Right? Don't you
Right?
think? They'd all want that DNA. Oh yeah, it's like a superhero show.
Yeah. But it's like superheroes are like celebrities. but it would be on such a more grand scale.
Bro.
But if you were the only one too, you would be like the king of the planet.
Well, that was always my problem with the Watchmen. Not my problem, but like an interesting part of the Watchmen story was Dr. Manhattan,
Right.
Who was basically a god.
Right.
He could do anything.
Right.
It seemed to be no limit to his powers. I mean, he lived in
Right.
space. He
And his wiener was
yeah,
huge.
giant blue hog, and that was back
Hanging
when you
around.
could show hogs. You could show them in a movie, right? Remember
I
his
find
big
a lot
blue
more
dick?
hogs in movies nowadays.
Well, now they're desperate. It's like all they have is
We
streaming.
need a fucking
They have
hog.
to show the hog. It was for a while you could be cavalier about hiding your hogs. You didn't have to go to showing the hog in order to get ratings. But now, goddamn it, with Netflix, they can do anything. We got to show some hogs.
We got hogs on Netflix.
But in that movie, it was like, remember when they had Dr. Manhattan, like he got out of the shower or something like that, and you're like, Jesus. Like you see his big old dick,
Yeah.
and you had to. So if you went just to see a superhero movie, and you're out there with your girl,
Right.
you're having some popcorn, drinking some Diet Coke, enjoying this movie, all of a sudden you see a big old blue dick that you did not expect.
But what about when
look at
he
this
goes
giant blue hog?
full size,
Oh
like
my God.
huge, like
Yeah.
in New York, walking around?
Yeah, with his giant blue dick just swinging.
What does God's dick look like?
Like that. It's perfect. Not too big, not too small. It's like the perfect tits aren't like triple E fake boobs, right? There's a perfect time. Perfect dick's ridiculous. Like what is the number? Like a dude with a giant carpet rolled dick, that's no good. Like that's now you've got a handicap. There's a comfortable time. Like whatever the size, you got to stop right there and don't be greedy.
I'm happy here. Normal.
Good for you. Normal's a good place to be, man. Normal's a good place
I
to be.
don't want the Dr. Manhattan dick.
Yeah, you don't want any of that shit. But that dude was a real god.
Yeah.
That's, what's crazy is that could be people, and that could be people in 100 years with gene editing and technology
And CRISPR.
and CRISPR, and then the ability to incorporate technology inside of human beings. When they figure out how to put processors inside of human beings and make you smarter, they figure out a way to connect your brain, connect it through the air with the internet. You're always connected.
That's the
always
next
on.
move.
It's gonna happen.
That's the next move is your wallets in your body.
There was a video, and I don't know if it was fake. Jamie, there was a video where there was a corporation that they convinced their employees to get a microchip in their arm. Was that fake? That was real.
No shit.
And they used it to like buy things at lunch, and they could use it to open doors. Dude, they stuck this thing in their fucking arm. So they have like this RFID chip in their arm. So like if you want to work there, you have to get it in your arm.
It sounds like the Belko experiment.
Just imagine that, man. You want
That's
to
a
work
good
at
movie,
UPS?
too.
Great. We need to stick a fucking electronic
But that's
roach
what's
inside your body.
I mean, 97% of money is digital.
right. Like how much of it is actual gold?
3%.
Look at that thing. They planted that in that dude's fucking hand.
No
Now, what if he does
shit.
jujitsu? Then what? Huh? That thing's going to break. You're going to have to cut it out. It's going to get infected. God damn it.
No shit.
Bro, there's a fucking company, and these people are lining up to get this shit injected into their body. Look at that guy. He's like, I should have stayed in college. That's what he's thinking right now. He's thinking, I should own this company. These guys are all assholes. I can't believe everyone's willing to get this thing inserted in their fucking body. Can't believe I'm
I
a
couldn't
part of these-
ever.
It's crazy.
I couldn't ever.
What is the company's name?
Three Square Market. I think I read about it once, but like it's they might have been doing like proof of concept to show this could work for other companies, which
Is that what they do?
Scary.
Do they do these things?
so like you could almost like I think like those Amazon Go stores where you could just walk in, grab what you want, and leave. Your chip knows how much money you have, and it just scans the scanner or whatever on the way out. and knows what you
That's
grab.
so. What if
That's
you
the
don't?
idea.
What if you don't have money?
No, then it
get-
follows you home.
What if you don't have money?
One of
They
those
take it from
iRobots.
Or what if you build up that debt? It's like 10 grand in chip debt, and then they gotta fucking take your fucking hand.
iRobot knocks on your door. Bang, bang, bang.
Man,
We are here to collect money from you, Post Malone.
it's the Suede Denim Secret Police.
Fuck. Westworld. You ever watch that show?
Yeah.
They got
First season.
artificial people you're allowed to shoot.
Artificial pee-pee?
People.
Oh, okay.
Robot people you're allowed to shoot. Artificial people.
Artificial people,
Dude,
you're
I
allowed
might
to
have stumbled
shoot.
through that. I might have fucked that up.
Well, I can't
meant
say
people.
Necrocomplican.
Who can? Who can? That would be a great Stephen King book, right? A goblin that tricks people into thinking it's a man in a mask.
How about a goblin with a microchip that runs out of money? And then he has to go on the run from his fucking...
His debt collectors.
yeah.
Right.
That's a cool movie. Yeah, that's a cool... You get a little bit of
Yeah.
Lord of the Rings, you get a little bit of High Road, you get all that shit.
He has to tell people, like, I keep my phone off most of the time because the debt collectors just blow my phone up. I only turn it on a couple minutes a day just to check my messages.
Maybe you think the chip just goes crazy. And
Okay.
it gives
The
you...
advantages of implants over cards is their permanence. They are unlikely to be lost and are non-transferable. Businesses do not need to worry about theft or access details to the same degree because to do so would involve mutilation and be much more obvious. What? What the fuck is that
They say
mean?
mutilation
Yeah.
in the
You
article.
mean someone
That's incredible.
stealing your chip so they could cut it off your body. From a business perspective, it also allows a more precise tracking of employees due to the in-body nature of an implant over a card.
Oh my God.
So listen to this, but this statement is so bizarre.
Mutilation in
Yeah.
the article is...
Businesses
in the
do not
paragraph.
need to worry about theft or of access details to the same degree because to do so would involve mutilation and be much more obvious. You imagine? You don't have to worry about someone cutting that chip out of your fucking hip and using it to open all the building and stealing all the information
Yeah.
because that would be obvious.
No, it'd be really obvious. Everyone would see it coming.
And it would involve mutilation.
I love mutilation in the paragraph. That's
Imagine-
my favorite.
You're sitting around at your house thinking, I can't believe I let these motherfuckers inject this thing in my hip. Just feeling it every morning. You touch this thing.
That's what I was getting at. If you're overdue on your balance, it would just irritate you. There would be something that would irritate you to the point of insanity.
Wake up and get another job to pay me. What? Who are you?
You're fucking neurological. And
Like,
just
who
like,
said that?
Yeah.
The chip.
It's your chip. It's Chip.
Yeah. It's the Overlord. We are communicating to you from your chip.
You don't want us to involve mutilation in this fucking...
Because that would be obvious.
It would be too obvious.
It would be too obvious. And involved. That's like the most non-soothing.
Yeah, if they
That's
were
the
trying to
least-
sell that fucker, it's not working.
That is the least soothing way to say no one's going to steal the chip.
Because
No, they would have to cut it out of you. It would involve mutilation. Holy fuck. Imagine. No one mutilates, don't worry. It's totally safe. No one's ever mutilated. It's not like
They don't even have a really good reason for you to do it. Of
course
it's
they
just
don't.
to use copy machines, open doors.
I use the copy machine. How about I just press fucking copy? How about I press start, boss? You can't
Not
put a
gonna
fucking
work.
chip in me, bitch. What if
Nah.
that chip rots? What happens if you play rugby and the chip breaks inside your arm?
Says you can take it out just as easy as a splinter.
That's a lie.
But then it says mutilation.
The chip is about this fucking big. That's the biggest splinter I've seen.
That's hilarious. Oh my god, they would just have to Bowie knife it out of you. Ugh. That's got to be a fucking. It probably is a Dark Mirror episode, right? Is there one of those where someone gets a chip?
I think every episode of Black Mirror, they have a chip.
Yeah, they figured it out. Black Mirror's figured out everything that's gonna happen, everything that's gonna go wrong.
You had the cloning thing earlier with that cloning episode that dude had, remember? Where they had the space station team? Like,
Oh
It's a little-
yes,
not spoiling,
yes,
but whatever.
yes. That was the one where the guy was the tyrant, right? Yeah. Fuck, that was a creepy one. That was a creepy one.
I like the video game one where he stays at that old mansion and he just goes fucking nuts.
That's a good one. How long before they're gonna make an artificial Post Malone that looks just like you, sits right next to you? Freaks you out.
Is he doing my shows?
No, he's got no talent.
He's
He's just-
He's a robot.
I think it's going to be a long road before they figure out a way to make an artificial thing that's creative. I think that might be the only thing we have.
Well, they try to make computers make music all the time. It sucks.
It sucks. There's something that we do where like we were talking about earlier. When you're doing something, I mean humans, that makes other people happy. That thing is hard to define. It's hard to figure out with numbers. Like you listen to Eye of the Tiger and you want to start running. It's
Right.
the Eye of the Tiger. Like what is that?
Let a computer
Right.
fucking make that.
Can't
There's
make
no
it.
shot.
If you were a kid when Rocky 3 came out and that fucking song comes out, holy shit. Yeah. Dun, 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 dun. Come on, man.
What are my chances of the artificial postie sitting here while I take a
Take a piss. I knew it was coming. Go take a piss, bro. We have plenty of time. We'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen.
And this is
Super
sponsored by
normal.
Necrogoblicon.
We'll be right back. Yeah, disc problems are no joke, man. That's if you have like bulging discs or herniated discs, you got to take care of those. What you definitely can't do is fuck them up worse.
Sure.
Like if you have a chance, do something. They're real close to being able to fix that too. They're already replacing them. They're replacing them with these titanium discs that move around. They're not perfect, but it's better than having degenerative disc disease and having massive pain all the time.
And that's not something that I'm mad at. Is
What are you mad at?
a disc. I'm mad at chips in your hands that you have to mutilate to get out.
Yeah, that's scary. People
But
totally
a
do
piece
that.
a piece of metal instead of a bone isn't harmful
No. But if
because there's
people
no
find-
technology in that. It's just a filler, right?
Right.
It's just something to replace something that's broken.
Right. Like if your hand gets bitten off by a shark and they say, listen, you got two options.
Right.
You can have no hand
Right.
or we'll make you a hand that looks exactly like your old hand, Luke Skywalker style.
Right.
And you put that on, you can feel with it and everything, but it just won't be a real hand.
No, I mean that's totally fine too. If it's controlled by your brain.
You wake up in the middle of the night choking you.
And see, that's the whole argument.
That could happen.
that could happen.
Come on, man. That's some Terminator shit. How strong would your goddamn hand be if it was made out of metal? And wires and shit.
Do you think you couldn't fight
A robot? No. They'd fuck you up.
if you had a metal hand, you couldn't fight?
No, they wouldn't let you. No. No chance. You can't have a metal thing. That would be like the new
But
argument.
bone is
It'd be like
hard as fuck.
metal-handed people are people too, and they would want to enter into MMA and fuck people up with their iron arms. Oh my God, that's that dude's. Oh shit.
Bobby Gelder, but he's got some. I just was looking. He had this crazy hook thing.
Oh, so he makes a bunch of different.
That's cool as
Is that
hell.
for climbing?
It doesn't say. I don't think.
So he has different prosthetics that he does different things with.
Yeah, no context for that. but
I
he
met
has that
him.
Sweet hand.
He's got a carbon fiber articulating hand and a carbon fiber leg. He got attacked by a shark.
Is the hand
moves.
controllable
Yeah, he can move it like this.
with his nerves?
I don't know how it's hooked up. Do you know how it's hooked up?
Nope. But
I don't know if it's
I shook his hand
muscles.
too, and I was like, well, that was normal.
Maybe he
Well,
contracts it with his muscles. Man, I don't.
That's the
Let's
whole
find out.
thing.
Let's find out.
That's okay.
Yeah, I know we've done
But
this
if
before.
somebody gets, it's like the self-driving car, right?
Right.
If there's a way for somebody to control that, and it's not just your nerves or whatever controlling it,
Right.
instead of it's hooked up to the cloud or something somewhere, like the fucking chip. You know what I mean?
I do know what you mean. Look, I've never played an acoustic guitar.
Right.
But I would imagine it's probably a pretty magical experience to play in like a really good guitar. It's very visceral and satisfying. So that analog, visceral, satisfying feeling of doing something, That exists in the car world too. If you're driving like a 1969 Porsche 911, those air-cooled cars, they weigh like 2,000 pounds, and it's got this crazy weird mechanical sound to it, bro. There's a connection you have to that you're not going to get once you start adding technology. All that shit's gone. That weird thing, that very analog thing that you get from like. It exists with it exists with looking at a painting. It exists with listening to someone sing. It exists with jokes. There's a thing, man, when you can just fucking nail a thing that makes you feel. Those cars make you feel better. That's the difference. Like an old car will make you feel better.
Right.
That's a new car's not going to do that. A new car is going to be cool as fucking awesome.
Right.
But it's not going to make you feel better. Like there's something about
it feels good.
You feel better. You're on a drug. It's a very mild, amazing drug. You're not going to get that off a spaceship that's autonomous. It's it's autonomously driving.
Yeah, and that's the whole deal. It's like there is technology that's helpful. Technology does not go with the human body.
Yeah.
This is like organic.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
And like the chip, it's gonna go wrong sometimes.
For sure, it has to. It's not like it's gonna be perfect. All the people with the chip are 100% happy.
Yeah.
None of them got infections.
No mutilation.
Everybody was happy. Nobody mutilated them.
There was no mutilation.
It was never so obvious.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if you have to have a piece or a disc in your spine removed with a metal plate instead of a metal plate with a microchip in it, that's the total difference. You know what I mean?
I do know what you mean. But what if that microchip made you feel better? What if they put that microchip in you and all of a sudden... This is how I want you to look at it. What it is essentially new software management of your body. Your mind will stay the same, Post Malone.
Right.
But your body will now be in control of this perfect system that's going to figure out what it needs and what it doesn't need, work it all out. So you just live your life. You don't have to worry about your body anymore.
I've already seen too many movies about this.
Don't worry about your body.
Not into it.
It's fine. Everything's going to be wonderful.
It's okay. It is cool to be cyborg.
If you're living a shitty life, you're like, I fucking hate delivering for Postmates. I hate fucking where I sleep. I hate what I do. I'm tired. I don't want to do it anymore. And then all of a sudden this little thing comes along and says, give control of your body to the state. You still be the same inside your mind, but our microchip will control all of your biology to the point where you no longer need to go to the doctor. You don't need health insurance because you're never going to get sick.
Right.
One by one, people give in.
Interesting.
We get infected.
Interesting.
We get infected by technology.
Interesting.
Don't you think it's possible?
Most definitely.
But is it better? Here's the thing. Is it better if your grandma dies of cancer? Or is it better if you have some technology that keeps you from ever getting any disease ever, but it's embedded inside your body and it's controlled by a team of scientists?
But it comes to, I was watching something.
This robot can walk and swim. So it gets in your cells, makes its way through to your brain, and fucking explodes. Jihad. This is the craziest thing ever. What they're willing to do today with technology and like what they're experimenting on, what we're seeing in these videos is just a tiny amount of what's possible for them in the future. I mean, we could have insane technology of changing human bodies inside our lifetime.
You're in shape, right?
I try my best.
Me, not so much.
Do you ever want to be?
No.
Well, there you go then.
Yeah, I mean, I'm happy here.
As long as you're happy.
But like we were talking about earlier, it comes to, I guess, generation-wise.
Yes.
Because if you have to pantomime a cell phone, how do you do it?
You got to do like this.
Like this?
Yeah, flip phone.
But I saw a video of...
Are they doing this now?
They're doing this.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Because of the iPhone.
Yeah.
But we do it like this.
Yeah.
So there maybe later comes a time, because like I said, I will never drive a fully autonomous car. But
I hear you.
I'm sure there's someone years down the line that will be like, oh, fuck yeah. Are you kidding me?
I think they're going to do it because it's safer. And I think that's why it's going to be really hard to get people to sign off on the idea of letting people drive their own cars. It's a thing that we got really used to, that we only got used to for a little while. I mean, there was no cars in 1700, and in the 2020s, everyone's got a fucking car. They're everywhere. So in that time period, we went from all of human history, no cars, to the invention of a car, whenever the fuck that was. We figured that out once. I think like 1800s or something. The 1800s, they figured out the first car. That's not that long. And then we just decide, well, you have to have a car. It's basic human right. You don't really have to have a car. But cars are awesome. Like an old car is awesome.
You do need to have a car. How are you going to get to your job?
Public transportation, if it's better. That's what.
But that's a car.
Well, not necessarily. It could be like a tube where people fly through it. It's all magnets on the other end to keep it from crashing into each other. They could figure out some weird shit that has nothing to do with cars.
It's too late.
It's not totally too late. I think if they could figure out a way to convince people that there will be no more auto accidents, that would be a good way to get people on board.
Right.
If they said no more auto accidents ever, people would probably be like, oh, well, how can you argue against that, you selfish fuck? You want to shift through your own gears and kill my nana? And that's what people are going to do. They're going to give into it because they don't want to be selfish. I mean, this is like the slow slide into accepting that we're a part of technology.
Right.
The slow slide is us hanging on to our biology as much as possible. I think that's a good thing. I think biology's awesome. But I see the writing on the wall. I see where it's going.
Yeah, I mean, it's going away.
Yeah. We're sliding into this new existence. But we're real insistent on keeping our old ways. It's real weird. You know, in terms of like, I like to hear the rumble of an engine. I'm one of those people. I love a rumble of an engine.
Right. But then, I don't want to backtrack too much, but I have been. But at the end of the day, I would rather be responsible for my decisions, I suppose.
Yes. Well, you're an artist. You know, you're just being an artist is a different kind of person. It's a person who's chosen a path of doing whatever the fuck they want to do, like expressing themselves professionally. Of course, you don't want someone driving you. It feels good to drive. Yeah, there's experiences that you get in life. You want to feel them all. You know, and some of them are dangerous. Some of them come with consequences if you make a mistake. That's how you get better. If you take away all consequences. My concern is that we're going to just like keep protecting ourselves more and 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 more to the point where we're just incapable of withstanding any adversity. That's what I'm worried about with people.
Well, and that's what I say. This is why I would rather drive my own car, is because like you wake up and you never know what's happening.
Right.
Right. You never know what's going to happen during the day.
There's something good about that.
Yeah, no, it's incredible. But we're all people, and I would rather have that be biological than a computer.
Yes.
Controlled. And that's where I'm coming from, I suppose.
I'm with you. I see both sides of it. I really do.
Right.
I'm not on a particular side of it.
Right.
Because I think what all of us are doing is like witnessing these changes happening in real time and trying to hold on to whatever ground we have that we think is important and sacred. You know, I think that's one of the things we're doing where, you know, people that ride motorcycles, they want to ride Harleys and loud engines, and it's romantic, it's exciting. All those things I think are cool. But I see the writing on the wall. Like, if 100 years from now, it's all going to be autonomous.
Yeah.
There's going to be very few licenses that we give away to people to let them drive their own cars.
Right.
It's probably all going to be controlled by some central system that keeps you at a certain pace. You know, it's going to be annoying. It's going to be annoying. It's going to be just drive to work. No more fun anymore. Before, It's like if you worked at a job and you had a 68 Camaro
Right.
and you drove your 68 Camaro to work while you're driving down the street listening to White Snake, here
Right.
I go again on my own, and you're driving this fucking thing and you're shifting your own gears,
Right.
that guy's having a good ass time. And someone can come along and take that away and say, no, you have to get in the autonomous tube now because safety's important. So this poor fucking dude who looked forward to his drive to work. He had a 20-minute drive to work, but during that 20 minutes, he listened to all the music he wanted to listen to. He listened to whatever the fuck he wanted.
Right.
And then he pulled into that and pulled into that fucking parking spot, shut his car off.
Right.
Now he's got to go to work. But he knows that in 8 hours he'll be free and fire that car up again.
Right.
Shift his
You
own
look forward
gears,
to it.
drive home, listen to
Right.
the best tunes, call your friends. Woo!
Right.
You gonna take that away from him? You gonna take that part away? A person who
What
really
about
understands the
what
fun
about
of cars?
what about an attack?
An attack? What kind of attack?
Like
Like the,
you
the
think
ability to
about you
escape?
think about no, you think about you pull out your debit card, right?
Mm-hmm.
And all of a sudden no one's debit card works.
Oh yeah, right. What's gonna stop that from happening? What do you do with no money?
Because there's only 3% that's real cash. That's real, like palpable.
So if everybody wanted
Money.
all the paper for all the money they have in the bank, we would never be able to do it.
If everybody's debit card stopped working, it would
How
fucking.
much cash is there out there, right?
I have no idea.
Like how much cash is there out there now in comparison to like the 80s when there was only cash?
It's
it the
probably
same
the same.
amount of cash
It's
out
probably
there?
the same amount.
But most people use credit cards now, right? Like way more.
Yeah, but think about if we had an enemy that wanted to
Yeah.
say,
No more
or
cash.
even our own government, that's just like all technology, monetary wise, is cut off.
Yeah, they just killed the system. They just stopped it all. No more banks. No more banking. No more ATMs.
What are you gonna do?
You don't have any money.
You
It's
don't
all-
have
it's all
nobody has
locked
any
up.
money. You can't buy food. You can't buy anything. So you have to steal, and then
All your money
Everything-
is locked up. How much U.S.
about
currency is
2
in circulation?
trillion.
As of July 8th, 2020, 1.3 trillion
Look how much is
out there. How much
like
money is out
how
there?
do we differentiate what is like digital money
Right.
and what is actual money?
Good point. There's 1.3 trillion accounted for, but how much of it is an actual paper cash, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what is paper cash even worth?
Depends on where you're at, right? Some people don't even want it. Some restaurants are like, no, we don't take cash.
Yeah.
You're
it's
like,
just-
whoa.
You do the
Yeah.
it's a thing they flip it around.
It says, according to the CIA, the total amount of broad money is $80 trillion
Whoa.
currently.
And cash was
in the
One
world.
point.
2
1.9,
trillion.
Yeah, 2 trillion of that.
So
probably.
1.9 trillion is actual cash, and all the rest of it is just bullshit.
Well, there's other.
it's bullshit. It's
that was
fucking
just US,
ethereal.
but yeah.
It's fucking nowhere.
It doesn't exist. There's not a vault you can go in like a fucking Guy Ritchie movie.
Imagine where we're at war with a country,
Imagine.
and then they have the best
Oh my god.
hackers
Yeah.
or whatever. This is all hypothetical,
Bro.
but you go to swipe your card, and it doesn't work, and then everybody in America goes to swipe their card,
And it doesn't
work.
Da, da, da. And then you find out the Goblin lead singer of that
It's
band was a
fucking
real goblin.
Necrogoblin right there.
It's a real goblin. And he's eating people the same way that centipede eats mice. Gets right in the back of their head and
That's a
climbs into their
terrible video.
fucking skull.
That's a terrible video.
I know it's a horrible.
Pretty
video.
brutal.
It is so brutal, and that's what's normal. That's normal out there. We've figured out a way to wall it off. That's what it is all day long. It's things eating things. It's
Right.
fucking chaos.
Yeah. Things eat things.
The
It's
ocean.
true.
The ocean is one giant murder soup. That's all it is. Just monster murder soup. A bunch of fucking things killing each other.
How you feel about whales?
I love them. I
They're
think they're cool.
huge.
I've been around them.
I've
been
never
around
seen
them.
one. in my whole life.
You should go to Hawaii. I think it's around. I want to say it's around November-ish. Find out when the whales go near. I've seen them near the Big Island on a one of them cruises they take you out. I've seen them a couple times accidentally while fishing from Maui, but I've seen them on the Big Island where you go out on a boat ride. Humpback whale season in the Hawaiian Islands, yeah, between November and early May. But some months are better than others. So it's cool, man. So you're in this boat, and then as you're out there, you just see one break the surface, and then they lean towards that area. They go to, and sometimes you see them swim under the boat. It's incredible. They're so big, man. They don't even seem real.
They're the biggest creatures on the planet.
Yeah.
Currently.
They're the biggest creatures. Blue whales are, right? Aren't they the biggest?
I saw something that said
Sperm
ever.
whales, maybe?
Blue whale, biggest thing ever.
Wow.
Ever?
I don't know.
Wow.
Yeah.
They're so big, dude. I mean, you see
That's
different
a fucking
ones.
dinosaur.
How long have they been around? Like, they didn't get killed by the Yucatan blast, right? Aren't they something that's millions of years old? Maybe not that many million. Maybe that's what it is. Like, we think about dolphins and how fucking intelligent they are. How long have they been around? Here we go. 173 tons. Oh, my God.
Oh, my fucking God.
29.9 meters, which is
Holy
100 feet long. It's basically 100 feet long. And weighed 173 tons.
Known to have ever existed.
Oh my God! An adult weighs 330,000 pounds,
And they live 90 fucking years. They live 90 years.
and they're smart. That's what's weird. We don't, they take care of their young. They're smart. They're some weird mammal. But then there's orcas, which are orcas are the cousins to dolphins. That's the ones we love, right? We love killer whales. But they murder dolphins. They murder whales. They're the murderers of the ocean. Right. They're the
killer
kings.
whales.
Yeah, but they call them killer whales. They're not a whale. They're a dolphin. They call them
Orcas are dolphins.
Yeah, they call them killer whales because they kill whales.
So do they
It's
have
just so rude.
sex for fun?
I don't know if they do.
Orcas.
That's a good question.
'Cause dolphins do.
Because dolphins do. That's a really good question. Let's find out.
Yeah.
Do orcas have recreational sex?
Casual.
Or sex
Do
for fun?
orcas have casual sex?
Sex for fun, you probably get a better article. You get someone who's got a sense of humor. Google do orcas fuck for fun? You'll get the best article. Got anything?
It gets weird. I gotta get a better search here. It's not giving me good results.
I wonder how much they know about them. I don't think they know about them the same way they know about dolphins.
Is there, because there's not a lot of them.
There's not as many as there used to be, that's for sure. There's a real worry about the ones that are in the Pacific Northwest. There's a pod around the Seattle area, I think, that for whatever reason doesn't want to eat anything other than Chinook salmon. I think it's Chinook salmon. And they're running out of salmon. There's not as many salmon anymore, so these things are starving. And so they're trying to reintroduce the idea of getting them to eat seals or sea lions, things like that, because other killer whales eat them all the time. So you have this native pod of killer whales that's really struggling, and then you have these pods that are travelers. They travel into the neighborhood, and they just fuck everything up. They eat all the seals. They eat whatever they want. They eat mammals. They eat fish. They eat whatever they want, and then they take off. So they're only there for a little while, but there's one pod, for whatever reason, just wants salmon.
How many's in the pod?
Not that many. They're having a hard time keeping them active. They're even thinking about releasing extra salmon into the water. They've had a bunch of weird ideas of how to save them. How many? Jamie's googling everything.
It says there's a lot of animals that have sex, not
For
just
fun?
for reproduction. Yeah,
For sure, chimps do.
but it says orcas also masturbate, which I found in this article.
Hey.
But a lot
Wow.
of other animals do too.
How?
I don't know. It just says they do stuff when reproduction isn't their only.
On a rock?
This is fuck a crab. They call it masturbation. It's crab rape.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my God. Imagine a killer whale's horny just rubbing up against you. You're like, just finish. Please.
A killer whale?
Just go ahead. Just
They
don't
get
kill
high
me.
with pufferfish, right? Dolphins do. Don't they pass them around
Yeah.
and
Yeah, dolphins do.
What?
There's stories of killer whales rescuing people when they fall off boats, which is really crazy. They've actually said killer whales have actually helped them. It's weird because they kill people in captivity, but only because they're tortured. They're living in a fucking swimming pool, a giant, majestic
Yeah.
ocean animal trapped in a prison for no reason,
Yeah.
didn't do anything wrong. Eventually, they just start killing their trainers. They just get pissed off.
Man, holy shit! You guys are putting me on. Do you say they
They get high. They use toxic
That's
pufferfish.
fucking crazy.
Yeah, they take a little toot and they pass it around. The dolphin's expert, deliberate handling of the terrorized pufferfish implies that this is not their first time at the hallucinogenic rodeo.
Like a volcano.
What if a
bag.
human smoked?
It's a volcano bag. It is.
What if a
That's
human
exactly
smoked
what it's like.
pufferfish?
Oh, you'd probably be dead in a second.
What's it like?
I don't know, but we don't
Okay.
have a face like that. I would imagine there's a lot of shit a dolphin could do that you can't.
Swim.
It's got more poisonous. Wow. 1,200 times
Wow.
more poisonous than cyanide. Enough toxin in one pufferfish to kill 30 adult humans.
And there's no known antidote.
Jesus Christ.
It's fucking-
Meanwhile,
Only resulting in mutilation.
dolphins are like, I'm just here to get high. I got this. You pussies don't know what you're doing.
How does that work?
I don't know.
I never knew that.
You know what's weird is that people want to eat them. Like they're like a prized sushi meat because it's like it's exciting. You're eating something that if the chef fucks this up, you're
Dolphins
dead.
or pufferfish?
Pufferfish. I don't think dolphins. There's no dolphin sushi, is there?
I don't know.
There has to be something.
I like warm fish.
Warm fish,
Yeah.
like cooked,
Yeah.
baked.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hear you. You're not a sushi guy. Yeah, fugu. That's it right there.
No shit.
Yeah, so that is it's a delicacy. For whatever reason, people like the idea of eating something that might fucking kill them. And it has to be expertly
10 most dangerous foods.
served in paper-thin slices by expert chefs. The fugu combines luxury with high-stakes gamble. The intestines, ovaries, and liver of fugu or blowfish contains a poison called
Necrogoblicon.
tetrodotoxin.
Dotoxin.
Tetrodotoxin. Sorry. Tetrodotoxin. Okay. Tetrodotoxin, which is 1,200 times deadlier than cyanide. This toxin is so potent that a lethal dose is smaller than the head of a pin. A lethal dose smaller than the head of a pin. And a single fish is enough poison to kill 30 people because of the high risk. Chefs must undergo 2 to 3 years of training to obtain a fugu preparing license. And such expertise raises the price of fugu dishes up to $200. What?
That's kind of cheap.
It's really cheap. I think you might die.
Yeah.
They consume 10,000 tons of fugu fish every year. Oh my God, they're so ballsy. That's a warrior culture right there. Fucking fugu fish.
Should we try it?
No.
I'll try it.
Bro, I don't want to be there when you die.
I clicked one down to see what other foods were first. The
Right.
first food they listed.
Hot dogs? Hot dogs are more dangerous than fugu fish?
It says people choke on them.
Oh, please.
Oh my god.
That's how-
17% of food-related asphyxiations in those younger than 10 are caused from hot dogs.
Okay, well, I
What?
understand if it's little
I guess,
kids.
yeah, little kids.
I understand little kids and the parents don't know how
That's
to do
all
the
they
Heimlich.
eat.
But there's a certain age where you're on your own if you choke to death on a hot dog. There's a certain age.
Well,
Like, hey, man. Do you know how to give yourself a Heimlich? Because I don't.
you gotta throw yourself on the edge of a chair.
Oh, Jesus
It's tough.
Christ.
I don't
bro.
know if it will work, but that's what you got to do.
Ugh.
What is it?
Heimlich.
Find a chair and like
Get to
throw your
pump
body
your
on
food
it.
out.
Like, chuck the food out of your mouth.
You
so
don't
die.
just like,
Maybe.
yeah, just kind of
You
like,
could. Maybe.
like in an
Well,
upwards,
Heimlich
in
is-
an upwards motion.
You get behind someone and you force it, right? You force the air out. So what the fuck do you do? Do you have to get them bending forward? You do, right? So that the food, when it pops out, doesn't fall right back in their hole. Right?
Actually, it says self-Heimlich should be a fist.
Yeah, punch yourself
fist,
right
yeah.
up in an upward motion.
I'll show you. I'm
Wow.
not sure what it says to do. But it
Oh,
says
this
do
is what you
both.
do.
Use a chair is the best way
Yeah,
to do
the
it.
chair's good.
Oh, okay. So this guy slammed his hand. Oh, it's like a gable grip, like you're trying to take someone down. Slam it into your. Okay.
right underneath
So
that area
right
of the
where your
ribcage.
solar
So
plexus
you gotta
is.
be careful.
But what
Oh,
kind
listen,
of
you're gonna
chair?
get
There's
hurt.
so many different kinds of chairs.
Well, hey, if you're choking, you gotta find the closest one. I think.
I heard that people break ribs doing this all the time. Makes sense. And then CPR, people break ribs doing that too. Makes sense. You're pushing on the ribs, trying to get someone to breathe. trying to get that food out of their stomach, that fucking hot dog.
What if the chair's like a throne, like a cool like vampire throne, and it's like sharp on the top? Then you're gonna impale yourself.
Yeah, don't do
Then
that.
that's when you do the
Don't do the
fist.
Heimlich when you're near a vampire throne.
It's fucking life lessons here.
Yeah. You ever see that Gary Oldman Dracula movie?
Uh-uh.
Dude, that's a classic with Winona Ryder and Keanu Reeves. You ever see
I
that?
didn't want to, before we got too far,
Oh.
a picture of Henry Heimlich, the guy who invented it, popped up.
No
my
shit.
God.
It
Look
was
at him.
he came up with it in 1974 is when it was promoted. So like, what the fuck did people do before that?
Died.
They only had been doing it for like 50 years.
Stabbed themselves with a fucking vampire throne.
That's crazy.
Wow.
Sure, there was something, but like,
Wow.
The Self-Heimlich Maneuver, excuse me. A poem by Fred Payton. So there it is. Heimlich maneuver to dissolve. Heimlich recommended standing behind the person, wrapping arms around, what is that, 9? What is that? Around 9 clasping hands? What does that mean?
that's the and sign.
Oh,
Ampersand.
and clasping hands onto. I never know what that sign is called. I know what it
Ampersand.
is. I know it's and.
Yeah.
I know it's ampersand once you said
Can't
it.
spell it.
But if you said to me,
And sign
what is that
works.
thing called, before you just said that, I'd be like, I don't know what the fuck that thing's called. Yeah, I don't know how you would do it yourself. You would lean forward, I guess, and just slam it in.
And how do you figure that out?
You don't want
Do
to
you
die.
just like choke yourself with like just eat steak and then
purposely
all the
choke-
time? Yeah. And then like, well, fuck, it's got to work.
I think someone probably did it one time, and then the other went, the other people went, that's what we do. Write that down.
But Heimlich, you said 1972?
74.
74.
Jesus Christ.
I figured that would have been around for years,
Yeah, right.
hundreds of years.
People just thought demons were taking you when you're choking on food.
That's true.
Demon!
They put him in the fucking
Demons
witch
taking my
jail.
Billy.
The witch jail.
Demons.
Possessed grasshoppers.
My little Billy was a good boy, and the demons came, and they took him while I was eating hot dogs.
17%.
He was fine. There was
Hot
nothing wrong
dogs
with
is
him.
the most dangerous food.
That's crazy. More than fugu. That's how much better Japanese people are at being humans than Americans. We die from hot dogs. They don't even die from this fucking super toxic thing where one drop the head of a pin could kill a whole human being. They don't even die.
That doesn't measure out to me, though, by the way.
How come?
There's enough poison
Right,
in a pufferfish to kill 30 humans,
right.
but one pin drop is a lethal dose.
Yeah, they have a very small amount of poison, I guess.
The policy before this was slapping somebody on the back.
Oh
and
my
it
God.
took until like 1970 when this guy was like researching this to found out that it actually pushed the food further back down. So the Red Cross had to have like a do
my
not
God.
allow anyone to slap you on your back if you're choking and try to dislodge food.
Oh my God.
And then like he said he read an article, Dr. Heimlich, about people dying. It was the 6th most like leading cause of death. So he's like starting
Holy
to figure
shit.
it out. It's pretty
What a
crazy.
wizard he is. It makes sense with hot dogs, though, because you get to bite off those chunks. You know? Like, it's so easy to bite off. And if you're a glutton, or if you just make a mistake, and you just bite off too big a
Right.
piece, and you think you're all right, and you're like, ah! What's the fucking solution there, though?
Heimlich maneuver. Vampire throne, obviously.
Bro. When you look at how many people have died from choking ever.
It was a lot. That's why he was looking it up. It was like in 1 year, 6,000 people died. And you never hear about it unless it was someone famous. It's like Kennedy's sister-in-law or someone died of choking on meat.
Oh, really?
Wow. I think I've only been in one dire choking situation.
What happened?
I was at dinner with my family at our house, and I took a bite of steak, and it just clogged me up.
Fuck.
My uncle gave me the Heimlich maneuver. Shout out to, what's his name?
Heimlich. Henry Heimlich. Shout out to old
Henry
Henry.
Heimlich. Yeah. What
Thanks, Henry.
Have you ever been in a dire choking situation?
No, not really. I've
Ever.
definitely been choking at points. Like I've had something like, but either threw it up or something. Never where I was thought this was it. I'm gonna die.
It's terrifying.
I can only imagine.
You've been there.
Scary shit.
It's
Freak out.
just
Panic.
imagine enjoying a delicious
Yeah.
piece of steak and then you're like, well,
Yeah.
fuck, it took a turn
Yeah.
and now I'm dying.
And you could die if people around you don't know what the fuck to do. You could die.
Henry Heimlich saved us all.
Yeah. You can't be timid with that Heimlich maneuver either.
You gotta really get after
Yeah,
it.
you got to get after it because you might not have that much time. How many of those you get?
Heimlichs?
How many times can you force it? You know, I mean, you could break someone's fucking ribs too. You have to think about that.
Yeah.
Like if you're doing like to an old lady and she's
Right.
choking on something, you might kill her
Yeah.
doing that.
Yeah.
Ugh. Imagine your Nana, she spits out the meat, but you killed her by giving her the Heimlich. Fuck.
That's an insane situation.
Fuck.
That
Jesus
has to
Christ.
happen.
Has to have happened. Yeah.
How long can a human hold their breath?
Minutes. Those free divers, they can do like 7 minutes, I think.
That's a lie.
No. They can do it.
7 minutes?
Yeah, people have done more than that, but they've done it with like weird oxygen assist things. where
Chris
they-
Angel?
Not Chris Angel, but David Blaine. He did some crazy number of minutes, but he did something to himself first, right? It wasn't just. What do you know what he did, Jamie?
I was trying to, when we were doing the podcast the other day, I was trying to look into it. I believe he just oxygenated his body.
Somehow or another.
I believe, yeah, by just breathing it in and then not moving at all, so he didn't use any of it. But he did like 17 minutes or something like that.
Yeah, something bonkers like that.
No shit.
17 minutes is like almost a TV show.
Yeah, that's an episode of Modern Family.
Yes, I think it's 22 minutes for Modern Family. Yeah, because of ads. That's nuts. That's a
There's no
long
shot.
fucking time to hold your breath. David
So how do you
Blaine.
over-oxygenate?
Oh, that's a good
Jay?
question.
Wait, what is it?
He has a TED talk about it. I'm sure he probably explained a lot of it, but he had to get his heart rate down. He did it once and it didn't work, and he panicked. They had to go in and save him.
Oh,
It
Jesus.
was a whole thing
fucking
because
Christ.
it wasn't easy to get in there towards the thing he did it, but he did it again.
There's just something about a dude like him that's willing to do shit that you would be like, wait, why are you even doing this? How can you do it, and why are you doing this? Like, remember when he was encased in ice?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, he was encased in ice for like a long ass time.
Somebody else did.
It's a good angle.
How long was he encased in ice for? I want to say more than 24 hours.
I think it was a long time because there was one thing he did in New York City where people could come up and see him.
He was in a
Yeah.
like
This
like
was
a
72
water
hours for
tank.
the ice.
What?
71.
What's in the box?
What's in the box?
Grab me one of those motherfuckers too.
What are they? Oh, here. Bottles.
Thanks, Dad.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, sir.
My pleasure. What's in the box?
No.
How did he do it? 70 plus
it.
hours in frozen ice.
Yep.
So this them taking him out? Is this the
This was
end?
getting
They're
ready for
rescuing
it.
him?
This was getting ready
Oh,
for it.
shut the fuck up. He lived in that for 72 hours.
Lenny Kravitz.
Lenny Kravitz is like, how is he doing this? I need to be there. That's how badass it is when you can just stand still for 72 hours. Lenny Kravitz comes to visit you.
Lenny Kravitz is like, yo, this guy's fucking crazy. I love
Lenny
it.
Kravitz lives on a farm in Brazil, and he finds out that you're doing some crazy shit in ice. He shows up. Like, I need to see this. I need to be there live.
He stood on top of a pole for a really long time as well.
Of course he
You
did.
know, I've seen something like this before. I don't know if it was David Blaine, but monks do it, and they have a way to like slow down
Oh
their
my God.
metabolism, so
I'm
they
sure.
can be up there for weeks and not eat and not drink anything.
What does it say about 34 hours?
He stood up there for 34 hours before jumping down.
Oh, shut the fuck up. He stood on that pole like that for 34 hours?
80 feet.
Oh my God. I don't like this.
You seen him eat glass?
Ah.
It's pretty.
That's so weird. That's such a weird thing to do.
Eat glass or stand on a
All
pole.
those things. Eat glass, stand up there. Be
He's
inside
up there
ice.
on that pole covered in ice eating glass for 3 years.
That's a different kind of person, right? The art in that is that we know it's really hard to do and there's no way to fake it.
Right. No, it's like
It's crazy.
it's not like illusion.
No.
It's like mental fucking fortitude.
Yeah. So he does illusions too, right? He's
Right.
a real magician.
Right.
Magician. But also can do that. Like that's just a mind. That's a different kind of mind.
Yeah.
Stand there for 34 hours on a pole.
He'd probably be a good fighter.
Probably be amazing.
He would
fighter.
never tap out.
You seen this one
Yeah.
where he puts a live frog in his belly and like spits it back out alive?
Did
Just
they
like shit like
X-ray
that.
him?
Is that an X-ray? He has all
That's
the frogs.
this is a picture for a
You know,
thumbnail.
It's clickbait.
I don't think you can really take that picture.
Is that the
clickbait.
sun? Oh my God! Imagine if they did it. We got to X-ray the frogs first. Okay. I'll let them out in a couple minutes. First, to do the X-ray. See nothing but frogs, no organs.
It's just frog.
That's such a bad X-ray. It just
Right, yeah.
doesn't even look remotely real. Like, wait,
So your X-rays came back.
how come the frogs are so clear, but you don't see anything else? Oh, it's so stupid. It's so stupid.
You ever shot the Boring Company flamethrower?
Yeah, we ran out of juice. It doesn't have any juice anymore. We got to refill the. What is it?
I
Propane?
think it's just propane. Yeah.
Yeah, we got to refill the propane.
Oh man, they got fucking Rhino at the fucking gas
Got it
station.
everywhere. Yeah. Just gotta get it.
Hook that fucker up to a fucking tank.
I know, right? Yeah, we just got to hook it up. But the thing is, like, it's the perfect amount of propane because it's not very big. You know, you see the tank's very small. So
Mm-hmm.
Elon probably blew half of it out just showing it to me. He's crazy.
Are you?
Right out there in the hallway, just blowing this fire,
Fuck yeah.
this flamethrower in the middle of the hallway. I'm like, bro, hi. That's how I met him. I met him.
He comes in fucking.
Comes in with a flamethrower. Legitimately.
He's the sweetest guy.
Very, very nice guy.
Sweetest guy.
Yeah. Hurts me to the core that him and Johnny Depp want to duke it out.
What's the beef?
They're both nice guys.
There's a beef.
There was a woman involved. You know how it is.
Oh.
The Amber Heard, Johnny's ex-wife, was involved with Elon apparently at one point in time. So they don't like each other. They would love each other if they knew each other.
I'm out of the game.
Yeah, me too.
I live in Utah. I just.
I'm telling you.
There he
man.
goes, pulls it up. Conor
McGregor's
McGregor.
coach offers to train Elon Musk
Hey,
for a
where
fight
did
with Johnny
Conor
Depp.
McGregor come into this?
Well, which one of his coaches is that? Is it Kavanaugh? Because he has a bunch of coaches. Striking coach. It is Kavanaugh.
Kavanaugh tweeted he would help him out.
Of course he would. Kavanaugh's cool. I don't think they're gonna fight though.
Is that a real thing?
It's no. It was a joke that Elon apparently said at one point in time. Maybe I should have a cage fight with him, like LOL, you know, like that kind of a thing.
Yeah, and then it
'Cause
goes-
he was upset at him or something. You know, that's how it goes. What are you gonna do?
I don't know. Everybody's fighting.
Not everybody, but when those kind of fights happen, you're like, I see what happened here. This is not complicated math, you know. Two good guys.
I'm so out of the
Gal
loop.
in between.
It's crazy.
Everybody's
too.
mad. Good. It's good to be out of the loop. I think it's really wise that you live out there. I really do.
I agree.
Because you're so wild. Like for a dude like you, it's good to be in a place where you see nature, and it's probably, in a way, it's balancing, and it's like there's something about the Utah mountains too. Like that's a real mountain range.
Yeah.
You see that shit all the time when you drive around Utah. It's like it's very humbling.
It's incredible. It's just like you're a fucking
Mm-hmm.
dot
Also-
on the fucking entire globe.
Also, it's like natural art. Like when you see mountains, they're natural art. Like if you drive through the mountains, it's like you're seeing an art gallery, like a nature. It's beautiful to look at.
And it's free.
Yeah. It does something to you. Like it excites you in a weird way. Like when you could see a waterfall coming off the side of a mountain and everything's lush and green. You see
Right.
it go into a flowing river. Man, that does a thing to your body. It does
Yeah.
a thing to your brain. It lights
Yeah.
everything up.
And that's the best, especially for making music.
That makes sense.
Especially for making music, because it's just like, without sounding corny, it's like you feel like you're a part of something bigger, but you're so insignificant, and then you can just say, I accept everything around me.
Yeah.
And I'm relaxed and I'm at peace. You know, knowing that you're just, the world's spinning around you and everything happens for a reason. And you can just sit there 100% peace, at ease, and say, I don't have to worry. You know, like I said earlier, LA, always something going on.
Yeah.
I couldn't do it. So,
Yeah,
and it definitely affected my creative process, for sure.
what you mean, like going out? Or
Yeah.
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 Always
There's
going out.
always
Yeah.
someone hitting you up. And, you know, I don't want to speak on behalf of everyone in LA or from LA, but there's a lot of people who kind of want to drain you. And
Well, you know what
And-
it is, man? It's not that they want to drain you. What it is they're greedy. They're concentrating on themselves. And when they're concentrating on, they're trying to make it. They're trying to get something happening.
right.
And they're ambitious. And they're self-centered in that way. And I don't mean that as a pejorative, as
Right.
a negative thing. Just they're
Right.
self-centered. So they always want from you.
Right.
And so they're draining. Like, and when you're successful and you're a guy who's got a lot going on, they think there's a rub. I gotta get to Post Malone to get that rub.
Right.
I got to be able to somehow or another get what he's got. Hey, man, hit me up. Hey, I'm here. Hey, let's do that thing.
Right.
Hey.
Right.
Hey, let's go out.
Right.
Hey, I want you to meet my friend.
Right.
Hey. And you're like, bro, I got to make music.
Yeah, I'm good at one thing, and that's using auto-tune to sing. So.
You got to make that music.
I want you to hear some of the new shit. I think you'd like it.
I would love to.
I think
I
you'd
would
like
love
it.
to. Soon
What
as
do you
this is
listen to?
off- Dude, I listen to a lot of shit. I listen to most, like, it varies. I go on streaks of listening to, like, I'll get in a Gangstar streak. I'll listen to a lot of classic, like Run DMC for a while.
Yeah.
And then I'll go into, like, some old Zeppelin. And I'll get
Yeah.
stuck on Zeppelin for months.
Yeah.
And then I'll transfer over to some old Johnny Cash, and I'll
Yeah.
get into that for a while. And then I get into, like, I'll get into a moody mode, and I'll need some Sheryl Crow in my life.
Yeah.
I'll listen to, like, You're My Favorite Mistake. I'll get into that kind of music, man. And I get into all kinds of shit. I go into these waves. But most of the time, if you had to come in here on a whim and say, what kind of music's playing, it's classic rock. Almost always. It's always
Rat.
either Zeppelin. No. Round and round. Nothing wrong with that. I like
Nothing wrong with that at all.
I like there's something about the 60s and the 70s. There's something about the fact that these guys were breaking out of this mold that society
Yeah.
had carved for them when they were children, and here they are as adults in the 1960s, and they are just buck wild. They
How
are
heavy
wild.
is Sabbath?
Very heavy.
For
Very
like,
heavy.
just imagine like vinyl Sabbath, like, and just like, here's this record I just picked up from the store. Let's spin that fucker and hope my parents don't hear it. I'm 25, by the way. I can't. You probably listened to Sabbath on vinyl.
I definitely have, but I wasn't the biggest Sabbath fan. I liked a lot of shit that was embarrassing. Like, I was really into Kiss when it was embarrassing.
Kiss is great.
I love Kiss, but when I was a kid, it was a problem. Like, other kids that found out you liked Kiss, they're like, what?
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Why?
Kids would, oh, my God. For whatever reason. Kiss got there's a weird thing that happened with Kiss. This is what's interesting. They didn't get any radio play. A lot of people don't know this. But when I was a kid, Kiss got no radio play. No radio play. I don't know if it was because of politics or people just decided they suck because they wear masks or makeup, rather.
Right.
I don't know what it was. But for whatever reason, it was really hard to hear a Kiss song on the radio. And every now and then you would hear, I want to rock and roll all night. And you'd be like, what? It's on the radio? This is crazy. I want to rock and roll. Like, you'd be in your car driving, that would come on. You'd be so excited because you were a Kiss fan. And the Kiss didn't get any love. And then as we got older, I think people started missing it. And then Kiss made, like, reunion tours, and then they came back and put the makeup on again, and people got excited. And then people that were, for whatever reason, not Kiss fans in the past became Kiss fans in the present.
Right.
But when I was in the 80s, it was like a problem. If you love Kiss, people would mock you.
In the 80s, probably. Because
80s.
that's like fucking Metallica. Like,
Yeah, that was Guns N' Roses too, man. You know, that was I believe Nirvana came out with Nevermind.
what was that, 89? 91?
Was it 91?
90?
Yeah, that was around those years, you know, and that just changed everything. Like Eddie Bravo, my friend Eddie, he's always saying like that's what killed hair bands. Nirvana killed hair bands.
Yeah.
It just came like it was so deep. You're like, Jesus Christ. Like you couldn't listen.
It was fucking heavy.
Heavy. Rape Me.
Heavy.
Singing a song called Rape Me.
Heavy.
Holy shit.
It's like, what do you even do?
That song is so intense. It's like if you could take a person's emotions and their soul and figure out how to transfer it into musical notes and sounds. That's what it sounded like.
That's it. I mean, that's what it fucking is. It's
Yeah.
like, fuck everything, and here's what I'm gonna
Yeah.
say. Like, here it is.
Wish we could play this. God damn, he was a bad motherfucker.
Dave Grohl crushes it.
All of them crush
Kurt
it.
crushes it. That was cool during the Nirvana thing. Did you watch my Nirvana thing?
No, I didn't. What'd you do with Nirvana?
We did a whole fundraiser.
When was this?
This was fucking 2 months ago. But
I'm out of the loop since COVID. Since COVID, there's a lot of shit I missed on. I missed Evil Superman. I missed everything.
you miss evil. You miss bullied Superman.
I did. I missed it all.
Yeah, so we did
Oh,
we did a whole
wow.
set, and it was cool to see Dave give his approval, and Travis Barker played drums. and
That's amazing.
It was cool to see Chris. You know,
Travis was the first guy to come in here with face tattoos, but you knocked it out of the park.
well, fuck, man, is that a good thing? Travis is one
He's
of the
so
sweetest
cool.
motherfuckers
I love him.
in the world.
He's so cool.
Yeah,
He's like a
man.
genuinely cool guy.
Yeah.
Really interesting,
Yeah.
like intense. Like as good a drummer as he is, you cannot be that good unless you got some fire inside of you.
Yeah,
You know, that dude's got fire inside of him, but he's super cool.
yeah.
Good.
That I mean,
But like to be that good and so fucking into it, man.
he's fucking got it. I mean, that's the same spirit. It's just like, it's a spirit. It's just like, fuck you, I'm gonna play music,
Yeah.
and this is how it's gonna be.
And he's a guy who likes old cars too. He's, I bet, for the same
I
reasons.
know,
He's an
got-
artist.
yeah, he's
Doesn't he
got
have like a dope blazer, like a really cool custom blazer? I think he has.
probably. He's
Yeah,
got a lot of.
got a lot of
he's one day I'll be that cool. I'm working on it.
It's hard.
It's
It's hard to get that cool.
it's tough.
It's hard. Travis Barker's at a high level of cool. Because he's like a genuine human. There it is. Look at that thing. God damn, that's sweet. Holy fuck. Look at that. That is clean. Who made that thing?
It's hot.
Travis Barker's K5 Blazer Custom SUV. Topless.
Topless, show the titties.
Who made that? We should probably...
Oh, the light bar on top is
Oh,
gangster.
Dude, that is a sick car.
Yeah, that's dope.
It's got taste. It's got taste. Does it say the people who built it? Well, you're gonna have to Google it, kid. What is it? Delmo's Speed and Custom in Burbank, California. Whoo!
Yeah, that's pretty beast.
Car shops are considered. They're supposed to be essential businesses. You're allowed to still work on cars. That's what.
I hope so.
Yeah, but that's one of the weirdest things about this pandemic is what's essential and what's not essential. Like,
It is. Who gets to decide?
exactly. Is there a vote?
Who gets to decide?
It's a strange amount of power.
Because it's not you and it's not me.
No. It's a strange amount of power, and what's allowed to be open, what's not. Like they had bars were open, but then they wouldn't let comedy clubs open. Like that's an entertainment venue, but then
Right.
so is the Staples Center. Like they're very different things.
Yeah.
You know, one of them can have 30 people in it.
Right.
You know, it's like who gets to decide your restaurant can open because it's outside, and there's no way in hell you could figure out how to keep people apart inside. You just did. You did it for a while.
Right.
Like, who's making the rules?
Yeah, that's the whole. That's whenever I touched down, my friend was like, "Yeah, all the restaurants just put some chairs and tables on the outside." And
Yeah, that's what most of them did.
And
they're
that's-
very smart. They adapted. A lot of them that could do that did that, but most of them went under. I think it's more than 50%
what
went
if
under.
what if you're addicted to partying? Then a nightclub is an essential business.
Good point. What do people who are addicted to partying do? What have they been doing besides partying?
Who's to decide?
Unregulated parties at home, and that gives people coronavirus, don't they? They always hear. You always see that story. Here's a story you never see. Bunch of guys got together. All of them got tested. No one had coronavirus. They
Right.
partied. They had a great time. Nobody got hurt. You don't
Here
see
we
that
are.
story. You know who's doing that story right now? Dave Chappelle. What Dave Chappelle's doing is testing everybody, flying everybody out to Ohio, putting on these great shows. He has music. He has comedy. He has a good fucking time, and he does it outdoors. Yeah, that's what he's doing.
How so? Like
It's got a
in
wedding.
a venue?
It's a wedding chapel.
Wow.
So he's doing it on this stage that people get married on. So it's like a stage, like with the fucking poles and the
Right.
steps to get up
See,
to
that's
it.
the whole shit. That's for Dave. He wants to do a show.
He figured it out.
He wants to do a show.
Yeah.
He needs to do a show. That's an essential
That's an essential thing.
for him.
It's essential for people too because it's another thing that makes people feel good. It makes
Yeah.
them feel good. Like they're doing an investigation of the chain smokers. Like the
Yeah.
state's involved in this investigation because they did essentially a car show where they were on stage and there was like 600 cars in the audience, and they did their show to people in parked cars. Like, what the fuck is wrong with that?
No,
Why is that bad? No.
I don't see a lot of cars.
Oh Jesus!
No, they
were
were
all standing
they were all
around.
standing around.
Oh, so it's supposed to be in cars, and people just said, "Fuck it, let's get out of the cars and stand."
Yeah, but
Play that. Let me see what that is. Oh Jesus Christ! This is a DJ.
It's literally only a 2-second video, so
it depends.
Wow,
Now it depends on intent. I think
bro, that's a concert.
it depends on intent.
Well,
Are there cars there? Was it a drive-in concert?
what does it say? The crowd was estimated at 2,000 for the concert at Watermill. Ticket prices range from $850 to Uber VIP options for $25,000 that accommodated RVs. All profits were earmarked for charity. That's nice. State of New York is now probing the concert. Are they probing looting too, or just the concert? Did they have? Are they probing what happened in Soho, or just?
I had this story too I saw recently.
I just wanna know.
There too. Yeah, I don't
I'm
know.
asking for a friend.
700-person Airbnb mansion
Yeah, there's
party
like flyers
in New
going
Jersey.
around on Twitter for it.
Oh my God!
$1,000 prize for a twerk contest,
Well, it's hard to twerk.
but they're saying that's like a super spreader party or whatever.
Of course. Yeah.
Well, I got those fuckers that say, "Oh, Post Malone's here at this nightclub," and I'm not even in town.
Yeah, that's crazy, right?
Shit like
They
that.
using and people don't get their money back, right? People
Yeah.
pile into the club.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's so weird now.
It is
I'm
weird.
still curious about that. The Chainsmokers deal. Was it a drive-in concert?
Supposedly they sold cars. They sold like
Cars.
600
So
cars.
that's not.
worth
But
of
that's not
people.
on them. If the
Well-
people got out of the car.
Right. That's the thing. Like, was it? Are you supposed to enforce that? If they say, here's the thing: if they only had it set up as a concert without any enforcement whatsoever on how close people stood to each other,
Right.
whose responsibility is it if people get out and just start talking?
Right.
I guess this is what the promoter either said. I don't know if they actually talked to them, but this is what they were supposed to have done or did do. There were temperature checks upon entry.
No, he
hand
said
sanitizer.
noted that concert goers went through a temperature check upon entry, which is not good enough, really. Offered hand sanitizer. Hey, jerk off with this. Once parked and had restrooms that were disinfected every 10 minutes. Oh, awesome. Well, 9 minutes is giving people cooties, and then on the 10th, some dude comes in and hoses it down. Told BuzzFeed There were dividers separating individual parties in the pit area, and that guests were also instructed they would not be allowed to leave their designed.
Well, they misspelled.
Must be designated.
Designated.
Yeah, but it's designed for any reason other than to use the restroom. But obviously, that's not really what's happening.
But wait, what? If it's a drive-in show, why is there a pit?
Right. And also that the dividers between people, that's horseshit. Fucking the air doesn't give a shit if there's like a little piece of cardboard here between you and the people next to you. That your spit goes through the air and it gets to them. If you got it, they got it.
I know, and
This is crazy.
and I don't think it has to do with the boys in the group. I think it has to do with someone else.
What do you think it has to do with?
Because I know the boys in the group.
Well, it seems like people.
Sweet guys.
I don't think it's their idea. I
Yeah,
think-
that's exactly what
Yeah.
I think. I think
right.
the total, like, it was a shit show that just got out of fucking hand.
Also, here's the other thing. If you get a bunch of people in their cars drinking and they're all able to open the door and just
They're like,
socialize,
yeah,
they're
right.
going to do it.
Yeah.
And plus, before that, they're tailgating.
Right.
So people are tailgating before the show, so they're cooking burgers, having a good time,
Right.
having drinks with each other. And then the show starts, they're going to get out of their car and mingle with each other. They made new friends.
You just pull up really close.
Here's one other.
Just
view.
touch mirrors.
I mean, there is a car at least.
Oh, that's a car. Dude, what's the problem?
This article
The
said that
other
people that were
video-
there said that it was safe. They swear it was safe.
It was safe.
Yeah,
Who
the
said it was
Other
safe?
video
People
looked
who went to it.
insane.
Well, listen, it seems safe if you get away with it and nothing happens. If you get away with it and nothing happens, like, oh my God, it was so safe. Trust me, it was so safe. You know, you get a COVID test and they find out
Right.
you don't have it after you
Right.
go to that concert. You go, listen, it was so safe. It was the safest. It was not safe. No one even can see it. You don't know if someone has it. I told you my friend Jack Carr got it. Did a fucking book signing. He caught it for a day.
A day.
Yeah, he kicked it quick.
He kicked it in a day.
Yeah, I said it felt like shit for one day. Some people, that's weird, man.
No shit.
My friend Michael Yo, that's what happened to his mom. Michael Yo was in the hospital for a long time, man, for like weeks. And his mom got sick for a day. One day.
Right.
Then she kicked it. It's a fucking weird virus,
it's
dude.
wild, man.
It's weird.
Even coming in here, getting pricked, and
Did you get nervous?
yeah, fuck yeah. I mean, you're nervous before anything, right?
Yeah, for sure. That one's a nervous one. Like, shit, what if I have it? What if I fucking have it? What if I
Alright.
have it?
But I don't.
You don't. Yay. It's nice to know.
I made it.
Nice to know. It's a scary fucking disease, man.
I don't know, man. It's so weird. It's such a bizarre time.
Here's what it's scary. It's scary in what it's done, no matter what. Even if you're not scared of getting it,
Yeah.
even if you think, oh, if
No.
I get it, it's just going to make me sick for a few
Right.
days, I'll kick its ass. Even if that's true, it's scary for what it's done to the economy. It's
Yeah.
scary for what it's done to civilization.
It honestly, it's terrifying. And I saw a sign. You can get a fine for not wearing a mask,
yeah.
and sometimes it's up to $600 fucking bucks.
Yep. Yeah, it's crazy. They're arresting people for keeping gyms open. I've seen that. Oh, the same people that didn't arrest the looters, I think. Is it the exact same people? Yes. Arresting people for opening gyms. Like, give people the like. There's going to come a certain amount of time. I don't know what that time is, but here we are in August. It's basically August,
Right.
and everything's still closed. Like, how long are we going to do this for? Are we going to stay closed for a year? Are we going to stay closed for 2 years? Like, what's going to be left?
Nothing.
It's a complicated question because you don't want people to die and you don't want people to have
Right.
diseases and get sick. So
But
what do
then
do?
you have to. Everybody has to live their life.
In a way.
Everybody has to survive and fucking be able to pay their fucking bills and
Yeah.
eat.
Exactly. So when's that call get made? That's what's complicated about it, and that's what no one from either side. This is like one of the most truly human problems we've ever faced, because no one really knows what the right thing to do is. There'll be a lot of armchair quarterbacking after it's over, where people die. People will look back on it and say they should have done this or they should
Right.
have done that. Well, that's great, and maybe some people had a better idea of how to handle it, but it's just guessing. Right now, it's just guessing.
Yeah.
It's fucking weird, dude.
It's weird to me that there is it's like me in school having to fucking tuck in my shirt or else you get detention or whatever. It's weird to be forced to wear something.
Right, so that's what you feel about the mask. I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
But you know that it
it's
does
like-
work, right? That's what's weird about it. That if you wear a good mask, it actually does prevent a lot of transmission. Apparently, that's all Japan. Why did I say it that way? Japan. That's all Japan. I was in the middle of saying Japan. I stumbled through it some weird way.
Necrogoblicon.
Words are hard. Sorry. Japan, they didn't shut their economy down. They just wore masks.
Well, I mean, that's, yeah.
They didn't suffer that many deaths either. It's really weird. I wonder, I would like to see like a documentary on how Japan managed COVID-19 because they did an insane job. Maybe as good a job as anybody.
Yeah.
I think there's only 1,000 deaths in all of Japan. Kyle Kalinske was telling me about this, and he sent me some article. If you can't find it, I'll send you the article. But it's pretty crazy. It's all in how they never shut the economy down. They just all wore masks.
Yeah.
Everybody followed the rules.
Yeah.
And they contained it.
No, I mean, at the end of the day, it all comes down to respect for other people,
Sure.
right?
That's what a mask is for, right?
Right. It's not.
Yeah.
It's not a government thing. It's not like you shouldn't be forced to wear a mask, but you should.
Wear a mask.
Right.
Yes. Yeah, you
And
should
that's-
wear a
and
mask
that's
because you're a
what-
good person.
Right.
Right.
And that's
Yeah.
because I respect you as a fellow human.
Yeah.
It has nothing to do with being $600.
That's what it cost?
That some places it's 600. I saw what is it in Beverly Hills right
What's
now?
the fine for looting?
I saw it
Do they have a fine?
$300
Is there
bucks.
Fine? No fine for looting?
$300 for not wearing a mask in Beverly Hills.
You definitely should wear a mask just so people feel better for now. I mean, we got to get through this together.
No,
right?
yeah,
But-
exactly. And that's.
But I don't know about fining people for it. And the other thing was snitching. They were paying people to snitch on people who weren't social distancing. That was the mayor of Los Angeles. They were like, ordinarily snitches get stitches, but now snitches get rewards. They were literally giving people money or advertising. I don't know if they ever gave any money out. Advertising, they would give away rewards for people who turn in people who are not social distancing.
Wow.
It's like they
Why
never.
not just say something to the guy? Hey, why not just say, hey, put your mask on, bub?
No, that's too complicated. You're asking too much.
But then you have to. How long is the rebate? Is it like you have to mail in like
That's a good question.
your snitch
I know, right?
information?
What if they still haven't got paid yet? And they feel like a fucking terrible person. Like, bro, I turned you in. I need the money to pay my rent. Meanwhile, months later,
But
the
that's a
money still
fucking
hasn't
shit.
come. If you
LA
do
is
snitch,
rough, and I know. I slept in a closet. $300
Jesus.
because maybe someone sees you eating and you don't have a mask on, and then you were
$600.
stuck with a fucking ticket.
Yeah,
That it blows my mind.
it's weird.
It's all about fucking the responsibility of and your character, really.
If you snitch and they don't pay you, what do? Who's gonna want to hear you whine? If you snitch like, hey, I turned in with this family next door. They were having a picnic, and I never got my reward.
I don't even know how that works. How about lost dogs? Do they ever pay the cash amount
They
that
never
they say?
find them. They want them. They never find them. Lost dogs in L.A.
Jesus
are
Christ, that's dark.
they're coyote food most of the time in
Jesus
L.A.
Christ, that's
True.
dark.
When I drive through my neighborhood and I see like a poodle on a sign, I just make the sign of the cross. That's it, baby.
You don't even try. You don't even, you
You're not
don't
gonna
even see it, and you're
that
like,
poodle's gone.
gotta
man.
keep my eyes peeled.
You don't understand how many coyotes there are in my neighborhood. I've lost 19 chickens. I lost 19 chickens in my neighborhood.
I'll hear it. Coyotes,
To coyotes.
are fucking rough.
Dude, we lost them one at a time, these motherfuckers. And then the last, I guess we had like 11 of them left after the fire, after the big fires out here. We had they burned down the chicken coop, but they were still alive, and there was like I think 11 of them left. We put them in a smaller chicken coop while we had the other one reconstructed, and one day the coyotes got to it, just destroyed it, tore open the chicken coop and ate all the chickens.
Through the wire.
Yeah, they pulled the wire off. They pulled the the wood off of it. They're predators, man.
Yeah.
They're real smart. They're devious little cunts.
Utah, they don't pay you out here.
For dead ones?
You get $50 an ear
Yeah,
in Utah.
that's worth it. The thing is, you can't kill them. They just keep. When you kill them, it has the opposite effect. What happens with coyotes is they do that roll call where they yell out, yeah, 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 yeah.
Right.
Well, when one stops responding, like when one's missing,
Everybody's checking it out.
no, the females start growing more eggs.
No shit.
Yes, so they have more babies. So when female coyotes are in, what is it, a clan, a pack? When female coyotes are in a pack and a coyote goes missing, all of the females generate more children. So if they would normally have like 3 kids, now they have 6.
So it's like unlimited money.
Well, as long as you have to kill them all. You have to kill them all. Because as long as you persecute them, what they do is they make more babies and they spread out. And they're really smart. They're in every fucking city in this country right now.
Yeah.
They're weird. They're
We
weird
got
little
a big
tricksters.
cat in my house.
How big?
Big.
Really?
Yeah.
How big?
Big.
Mountain lion.
Yeah.
150? How big is he?
Bigger.
Bigger.
Yeah.
Those Utah cats are big because there's so many deer
It's a
up there.
big fucker. And he always comes and hangs out.
Oh, Jesus
Yeah,
Christ.
same cat.
Fuck him.
Big
Don't you want to
motherfucker.
shoot him right in the fucking dick?
I'm not
Creepy
no,
asshole hanging around your house.
if
looking
I
to eat
see
your
if I
dog.
see if I see the ears go back,
Bro,
that's when I'll shoot it.
they eat dogs.
Yeah, that's what I'm
It's mostly what they do.
yeah.
They
It's
find dogs and shit, things that are easy to eat. They're so creepy.
well that's the same. I had I still do. He stays with my parents right now, but I had a micro French bulldog.
Ooh,
And
snack.
for coyotes, especially out here, whenever I lived out here, he would go out back and
Yeah.
we heard him all night.
Ah!
It's scary stuff, man.
They're
Like-
a weird wild animal. It's a small wolf that lives with people. And they're just slippery enough and small enough. We're not worried about
Yeah,
them.
right.
Just small enough.
Right.
Like if there was wolves on the street everywhere, we'd be fucking terrified. It would be like Little Red Riding Hood and shit because we would know they're going to kill your kids. Wolves will kill your kids.
Right.
Coyotes are just small enough that we're like, I don't think it's going to kill the kids. I think we'll be okay.
Right.
You let these fucking dirty twats live
You
in your
get like
neighborhood,
fucking 3 of them.
killing your cats,
Come on. It's fucking insane.
killing dogs.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Never mind. I'm not gonna say that because
They're creepy.
the commission will come after me.
Oh,
I'm not saying anything.
Anyway.
If I see those ears go back, that's
Yeah,
it.
well, that's self-defense, though.
yeah, that's
They did
it.
a study of cats in Northern California, like outside of San Francisco. They captured or killed some of these mountain lions, and they did a stomach content thing of the troubled cats. They would cause problems, eat people's cats and dogs and shit.
Yeah.
They found out that 50% of their diet was house pets. There's most of these mountain lions out there just eating dogs.
Yeah, that's
That's half their diet, man. Missing dogs. When you think about all the people out here, just if you had an aerial view of people and how many these people have dogs, there's thousands and thousands of dogs. And these cats are just stealing them out of backyards.
yeah.
Just jumping in, stealing them out of backyards.
You never know.
It happens and people don't know and they
Yeah.
don't know what to do. They call their friends. They put up that poster. We're just trying to get Fluffy back. They photos.
Cash
Here he is.
reward.
We miss him.
And
you
then
find 'em, we have
just give
money.
'em-
We have money. I just go, they ate him. We're surrounded by these creepy predators. Mountain lions no one ever sees, right? They're killing multiple deer a week.
There's not a lot of cougars out here.
There's plenty. There's plenty.
Not the fun kind.
There's a lot of those kind. But there's also mountain lions. They have them in Griffiths Park. There's one there's a photo of the one that
No
I have
shit.
out there.
I remember it.
Did you see the one that I have out there? The photo?
Uh-uh.
It's a famous photo of the one. It's a huge cat that's walking in front of the Hollywood sign. It has a big collar on it, like because they GPS track them. But this fucking thing is in Griffiths Park. It's right outside. Look at that. That motherfucker. That giant cat. Look
That's
at his
a cool
arm.
picture.
It's an amazing picture. That cat is in the Hollywood Hills.
His name's Chandler.
That's Mikey. He's huge.
He's massive.
It's so big. I wonder what
Yeah.
it weighs. Isn't that one dead? Didn't that one die? That one's still alive? Fuck.
What's his real name?
P-22. That's his name. That's
Pete-
what they call him. They
that's a
name
cool
them
name.
numbers instead of giving them names because they don't want to feel bad when they die. Urban carnivores. Look at him. That old warrior. Just out there eating skunks and shit.
There's, oh damn, that's a big fucker.
That's a big fucker.
Where was it? Was out here too. Like, wasn't
Look
there?
at that. That's in the fucking hills. Imagine if you're hanging out
Yeah,
with your
that's-
chick.
yeah.
You're sitting on top of the hill. You're like, let's just get a
Let's go to
glass of
Makeout
wine.
Point.
Just get out of the car, have a glass of wine. You see that thing coming up the hill right at you. Like, fuck!
Man,
What do? What do? You break the fucking wine bottle on the ground like you're in an old movie.
yeah, you
you're like,
get
come on!
fucking Revenant.
Come on, motherfucker! Yeah, like The Gray. Remember? Did you ever see that one? That was a Liam Neeson movie. The wolves were coming after him, and he broke bottles and stuck them inside of his knuckles.
I did see that movie.
Yeah.
It's snowy everywhere.
Yes. Yes.
I'm thinking about Leo fighting
Oh,
a
and the
fucking
Revenant.
bear.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know, that was based on a real guy. That movie was based on a real man.
Dude must have been a
Yeah,
motherfucker.
there he is. There's Liam Neeson.
I remember
Ready
that.
to
I
fight
love
wolves.
how he has that like cowl neck sweater.
Yeah. Looks warm and comfy.
Most certainly. I'm just fucking killing a pack of wolves in my fucking cowl neck.
Yeah, with broken airplane booze bottles shoved in
And
between each
AirPods.
knuckle. Didn't he have in each knuckle? Yeah, that's what he had. He made like a makeshift brass knuckles. And he's got a knife. He's ready to go to the death with these wolves.
Yeah.
That'll take 3 seconds. Congratulations
He's a
on your
gaff-
shitty decision making.
Gaff tape, AirPods.
Climb a tree, bro.
And
Climb a tree and wait. Okay? The fucking David Blaine can stand still for 38 hours. You can't get up in a tree until these wolves get bored.
That's true.
Wolves can't climb trees, motherfucker. Climb
But do
a
they
tree.
do they get bored?
We'll find out. We'll find out. We'll
suppose.
find out.
How long do you wait for them
Well,
fuckers
it's
to get
one
bored?
of two decisions. Either you find out how long they get bored and you go where they can't go, or you fight them to the death and that takes 3 seconds. You have 2 choices.
You gotta fight the biggest one.
Bro, they're going to tear your hamstrings apart.
No, you gotta
first
fight the
thing they're
biggest
gonna
one
do-
because once you fight the biggest one, they're gonna think you're the leader of the pack now.
The first thing they're going to do is they're going to send some little bitch-ass wolves because it's all it needs to kill you, and they're going to eat you asshole first.
I would love
They're gonna
to.
clamp
I
a
would
hold of
love
your
to see
leg.
a little bitch ass wolf try to beat my ass. I would love that. No shot in hell. Any bitch ass wolf is kicking my ass. I want to fight your king. Take me to your leader.
But getting killed by wolves is probably one of the worst ways to go because it takes a while.
What
How
about
long
like
before they kill
acid?
you?
A vat of acid.
That would be bad too. That would be bad. There's something terrible about knowing that something's killing you to eat you, though. You know, like wolves killing you to eat you. Like you're looking at them like and they're ripping apart your chest. Something extra terrifying about
You
that.
could give him a fucking kick. You could just kick the wolves into
Nonsense.
fucking oblivion.
Nonsense. Wolves. Think about what wolves can do. They're 150 pounds. They can run 35 miles an hour, and they can do it for all day. They go all day. They're made out of wire. If you grabbed a hold of a wolf, they don't even feel like an animal.
Get him in the clinch.
Corded steel.
Get him in the
Oh
clinch.
yeah. Good move.
What are they
Sidestep
gonna
'em.
do if they
You know
can't
what I'll
bite
do?
you?
When
They'll
they're
claw
coming at
you.
me, I'll
Yeah, that's
sidestep 'em.
pretty rough.
I'm gonna do some Tai Chi on them. Sidestep. Just all about the
Imagine if
sidestep.
mice took jujitsu.
They could keep that fucking centipede from eating them brain first. What a weird world nature is, man. It's terrifying.
Yeah, for
It's
sure.
just one thing eating another thing, getting eaten by a third thing. And then what's more terrifying about that centipede eating the mouse? The fact that a centipede does that and eats a mouse brain first, or the fact that people set it up and filmed it knowing how it was going to go down
Right.
and wanting to show people what happens when a centipede meets a mouse. So they left this mouse in this total unnatural environment. If that
Right.
mouse was out in the wild, centipede probably rarely gets a hold of a mouse like that. Right?
Mouse is faster.
Fast as fuck.
And he knows jujitsu.
Like that centipede, like go back to that video with the centipede and the mouse.
No,
Was the mouse,
no, don't go back to
did the mouse
video
have a
of the
chance of getting away in a real world environment?
They were in an aquarium. It was
Right.
No.
But it's not a real world environment. But in a real world environment, if the mouse had a chance to scramble, do you think it could have got away? Because that's the thing. It's like, is that a fair fight? Like if a big guy is trying to chase down a small, fast guy in a large area, it's not going to happen. He's not
No.
going to catch him.
No.
But if you leave him in a tiny little room, then they can grab him.
Yeah.
That's kind of what happened there. That's an
Yeah.
unnatural environment.
Yeah, it's not.
There we go.
It was for
National
sport.
Geographic got a different version of this.
Oh.
This is a grasshopper mouse. This is a little more of a fight.
Oh, those are vicious little mice. Look at them. They're going to war.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Oh, my God. The mouse is attacking them and biting it and then jumping away.
Again, this
Holy
this
shit.
is lit very well, and
Holy
it might be set up,
You're right.
but because I don't know how you get cameras so good
Oh.
to capture all this.
I think the creepiest part of the whole deal is his legs.
Dude, I'm glad you think like you do, Jamie, because you're right. This is probably more murder porn. It's
What?
more, oh, we
Mouse
got
wins
it.
this one.
Mouse
Yo,
wins.
that's
Oh,
my
bite
fucking
your fucking head
dog.
off, bitch.
mouse wins.
Bite your fucking head off. Look at him. Oh, and
So-
then he gets to eat him. Oh, yeah, asshole
Yeah,
first.
that's
That's what they do.
Protein.
They go out. That's what the flavor is. Asshole first. Look at him.
You don't eat
That's a
ass.
different kind of mouse though than those little bitch ass mice that they threw in that aquarium. Those little lab mice.
Can we watch a snake and a mongoose fight?
Mongoose beat the snake too. They're fast.
Yeah, mongoose is the best bike
Here we go.
as a kid.
What is this? Pocket
Centipede
mice
whacks
like
a
to snack on
mouse.
centipedes late at night. Oh, this is a different mouse. Oh
But this-
shit.
But not this night.
Oh, we clipped him. Not on this night. Oh, so this night the centipede wins? Oh my God, he eye poked him. Look at that. He hurls himself at the mouse. Oh my God, the mouse ran off. It's like, this is bullshit.
Ugh.
Oh, you got to think, man, if you're going
that's
to
cool
war.
looking. That's cool looking.
Ah, what is that? Kung Fu mantis?
Kung Fu mantis.
Holy shit, that's a real thing? Okay, now imagine that the size of a horse, running down Central Park, taking out people. We're so lucky. We're so lucky they're itty bitty tiny things. Right?
No.
Oh, yeah, for sure, dude.
That's my boy.
That bullets would be just bouncing off that thing. Da, 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 like, twing,
Yeah, you think about that like existential exoskeleton.
Yeah.
If the size, you can crush it and you hear the crunch,
Mm.
but at a larger scale, it's probably bulletproof.
Yeah, you ain't crunching shit. If you got a big one the size of a horse, look at that thing.
That's beautiful.
What is that, man? What is it
Another kind of
called?
It's another kind of mantis. I've seen there's like a lot of species of
Bro.
mantises.
Wait,
That
are
is-
they mantises?
Manti, I don't know.
Ooh, manti. That is one of the craziest looking insects I've ever seen. That's beautiful.
Wait, are they gonna fight
It looks like they're
And-
going to war.
or are they friends?
Back up a little bit so I can see the Kung Fu man. Let's go through his Kung Fu.
Well,
Because he
it's like
actually
a
does
bunch
do
of-
Kung Fu. When you saw the moves that the mantis makes, when he sees the other, wow, look at that mantis.
They're
It's
both
terrifying.
beautiful.
They are. God, it's amazing. But the fact that that little one, he got snatched up, son. Welcome to the jungle.
How fast?
We got fun and games.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh,
That's
that's
game
a wrap,
over.
bitch. Size does
And he's
matter.
like, I'm gonna eat you. That's great.
You know what this
Ima-
is? This is like real kung fu. Look at that.
Imagine.
Doo-doo-doo. Like you think you have like power over the larger opponent, but only so
See,
much.
there's one too. It's a different kind, hanging upside down.
Well, is he? That's a different mantis.
Yeah, they must be at the mantis zoo capturing like.
This is a jumping spider. That's what it's
There's
called.
there is a picture of a spider in here somewhere.
Look at that mantis. How many fucking mantises are
So
there?
I'll look
Manti.
at the picture
Manti.
real quick.
Mantis C.
Imagine being a bear and being in a river,
Okay.
grabbing a fish and eating it alive.
Yeah. Probably feels amazing. Probably tastes so good. You're hungry. Never know where your next meal's
Probably
gonna come from.
doesn't.
Just biting into a salmon.
Just imagine. Okay, imagine being a big mantis and picking up a little mantis
and eating them
and eating them
right
alive.
in front of his friends. Look at that thing.
Right in front of his friends.
Fuck you and your whole neighborhood. I'm eating your friend. I mean, he's enormous. That's like it's almost like, it's like a giraffe eating a person, right?
Is it?
As big as he is. Don't
Can
you
we
think?
pull up the
Look at
grasshopper
that
eating
one.
a carrot?
Look at that one. Look at that one. What is that called?
Ghost. It's a ghost of real.
That is so crazy. A ghost mantis. There's
Is
no
he on
way.
a green bean?
He's on a leaf.
Oh, I thought he was on a big green bean.
What a trick.
What's your favorite vegetable?
That's a good question.
Is it green beans?
No.
Oh, that's
I like
mine.
garlic snap peas. Those are really good.
Are they snap peas?
Yeah,
With
snap
garlic
peas.
on it?
They make them with garlic. If
But
you go
what's
to
your
like
favorite
a-
raw vegetable?
Probably like bell peppers because they're not really a vegetable. They're like a fruit.
It's a fruit.
Is it like a bell pepper a fruit or
I think
vegetable?
so.
Straight up vegetables? I guess I like green leafy things, but I don't know if I like them or if I know they're good for you.
You tried raw green beans?
They're pretty good.
They're the best.
Okay, if you got a plate of delicious ripe watermelon next to some bullshit ass green beans, which one are you gonna reach for?
Well, it depends on if I'm feeling fruity or if I'm feeling like
Vegetable.
vegetably.
Yeah, I rarely would eat a salad if it was hot out and it was right next to like cold oranges, right? Perfect oranges. Those those oranges when you pull the peel back, it just goes away. Just goes away. Like it wants you to eat it.
Yeah.
You don't have to struggle. You don't have
It's
to
like
dig
a
your
silk.
fingernail in
It's like
there.
a silk garb
Yes, it just
on a beautiful lady.
Yes, it just drops. And then you peel those little slices and put them in your mouth, and it's just this explosion of moisture and flavor. Fuck your green beans, bro.
Hey, eat the whole fucking pack of green beans, and you can send a fucking big wolf. I don't want to fight the little bitch ass wolf.
I get it when people are starving to death, but the fact that you would ever choose Brussels sprouts over a delicious apple is ridiculous.
It's
If you
different
want-
though. It's
but if you
different.
want good mouth flavor,
They're different.
the apple's the way to go.
Different textures, different flavors.
For sure. I'm not arguing it because I believe it. It just seems like something to talk about.
Are ghosts real?
I wonder, man. So you're friends with Zach Baggins. He believes in them 100%, right?
It's real.
Okay. But how much of that show that they do when they're like, go, let's go in the basement. Look, night vision. What was that? Cut to commercial. Like, how much of that, how many times have they ever caught an actual ghost on their TV show?
A lot.
I think ghosts are probably real, but the ghosts that show up on TV are probably hacks.
It's real. I was
Probably
there.
shitty ghosts.
Watch my episode.
I believe you. That Mama movie that I was talking about, like if that was real, if you see Mama at the end of the movie, you get to see like a real good image of Mama. When Mama's like floating over this this person. If that was a real thing, and you didn't have your camera out, and it just went away, and then you had to tell people, would you even tell them?
Yeah.
What would you tell them? Like if you went
You wouldn't
camping,
even know what to fucking tell them. You'd
what
just
would you
be
say?
like,
You'd probably tell a few of your friends, but you wouldn't go it on Facebook. You wouldn't put it on
No.
Facebook. You wouldn't put it on Instagram. You might tell your friends. It's like if you saw a UFO. If I saw a UFO, legitimate UFO, I saw something I couldn't explain, I'd have to tell people here. I'd have to.
you've never seen a UFO.
No, I don't think so. I don't think so. Nothing that really stands out. I thought I saw something when I was younger, but it's not a strong enough memory. Could have been a jet fighter, When a fighter jet flies by, they do exercises all the time. Like there was one time they launched a missile off the California coast. I forget was it Edwards Air Force Base? I forget who launched it, but it was crazy. I was driving down Melrose and I saw it fly across the sky, and everybody thought it was a UFO. People were pulling over. They're like,
Right.
"What is that? What is that?" People have their cameras out. They're looking out the window. You see this streak flying across the sky.
You remember SpaceX launch?
I didn't see it in the flesh. I only saw it
I
after
was
the launch.
flipping shit.
That's pretty crazy.
It looked bizarre.
Did you see it outside?
Yeah.
Where did it launch from?
I have no idea. Somewhere here.
Did it launch from here, Jamie? Yeah, I just saw it online after it had done it.
And
Vandenberg?
It's in Santa Barbara.
Oh, okay.
And we looked up, and it was just like,
Look at
yeah,
that.
and
That's
we
it.
were like, what the fuck is that?
What time? When was this?
This was, I lived in Tarzana, same place I saw that, like,
2017. Oh yeah, that's right. No, you know what? I did see this. I did see this too.
same place I saw that, like, whoa, like big ass fucking.
Maybe I didn't. I don't remember if I saw this or if I pretended I saw this.
We definitely pulled it up on the podcast. I remember that.
Yes.
So you might have seen it on here.
Yeah, I think that's it. I think maybe I knew it was happening.
What makes something look like that?
I think it's the thrusters, giving off fire, right? There's fire coming out of the back end of it, and it's going incredibly fast. So it's streaking through the sky. It's causing a disruption in all of the moisture in the atmosphere. So, you've got something that's going insanely fast with an immense amount of power.
Just burning water.
Just burning water vapor, and then the condensation in the air. Like, that's when people get confused about, like, oh my God, chemtrails are real. Look up at the sky. When you see planes and you see those trails behind them,
Yeah.
all that is the heat of the engine interacting with the water vapor
Right.
that's in the air, the condensation, and it creates fake clouds. People are like, they're making clouds. No, they are making clouds,
Yeah.
but they're not doing it on purpose. It's
Doesn't
just
the-
a byproduct of jet engines.
Doesn't the
heat.
Kremlin do that?
Definitely people do that.
Control weather.
There's definitely people who not only do they control weather, in Abu Dhabi, they make it rain once a week. They have 52 weeks of rain a year in
What's
the
it, like
fucking desert.
ions and shit?
It's cloud seeding. They use, but it's science. And cloud seeding is 100% verified science. They've had it forever. And they've used it to manipulate weather in a bunch of different circumstances. They've used it to cause rain in places, but it's like an established science. It's like silver, there's silver something, silver. So what is it? What is the shit that they use?
Silver Surfer.
There's, yeah, they impart the powers of the Silver Surfer. But they do something where they spray things into the sky and it forces the clouds to coalesce, I think. I'm doing a shitty job of explaining it. But they know how to do it in Abu Dhabi. Those dudes do it once a why not? They're like,
No shit.
They're like, wouldn't it be great if it rained here once a week? I mean, it's great here, but wouldn't it be great
Is
if
that
it rained here
bad?
once a
Is
week?
it bad
It's a good question.
for Earth? You can't play God.
It says they fly and add stuff to a
Cloud seed.
cloud that already has little rain present. Then they fire a salt flare into the cloud to enhance the rainfall.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Clouds have two air masses. One is updraft and one is downdraft. What? Clouds are alive, man. But if I was living there, and someone came to me and go, hey, do you we have a service we offer where we can make it rain once a week. I'd be like, oh yeah, once a week?
Yeah.
Well, let's do it, man.
Yeah.
Let's do it. So they have 52 weeks of rainfall a year. They have like once a week it rains. 52 rainfalls a year.
Everything stays moist.
Smart. If you can do it, if it actually works.
But what does it do? Is it? What
Ghosts.
does it do?
They shoot ghosts into the
What
clouds.
are the what are the long-term effects?
It's the tears of all the dead people.
What dead people?
People have died in the past.
All of them?
That's what it is. You're praying for more tears. That's what rain is. That's why Seattle's so sad. There's all dead people up there.
Think about weather in relation to music is interesting.
It is. Yeah. Also heroin use, right? Weather in relation to heroin use. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, Pacific
Heroin
Northwest.
in general or drug use in general?
Drug use in general, but it appears that like the people that I've talked to that lived, particularly my friend Joey Diaz, who lived in the Pacific Northwest, he's like, man, it's something about that area where it's all heroin. A lot of heroin up there. And Joey, he has a lot of experience with drugs. And he lived up there for a bit. He was like, dude, it's just a lot of heroin.
Yeah.
I think it's a sadness, the lack
Yeah.
of vitamin D, lack of sunlight. I mean, I don't think people really truly understood how bad that was for you to be vitamin D deficient like that. And the fact that that's the best way we get it is from the sun.
Yeah.
That's why, like, when you're out at your place, man, and you're in Utah, those clear skies, and you just fucking just close your eyes and face towards the sun, you feel it on your face, like, it's nice, man. That's a love hug from the universe. The fireball in the sky makes you vitamins.
The fireball in the sky is making me
The
vitamins.
fireball in the sky makes you vitamins. That's what it is. It's crazy.
It is crazy. But even in Utah, even during the winter times, it's super overcast and snowing and shit. But you still get that same kind of vibe.
It's
But maybe
kind
that's
of
because you
overcast.
experience the warmth.
Utah's not overcast like the Pacific Northwest is, though.
It's
not
yeah,
even close.
It's like London too. It's like the fog, like it's heavy and it's dense. You know.
Yeah, there's something about that kind of shit that it's fun for a while,
Right.
but after a while it wears on you.
Every day
Yeah.
over and over. Yeah.
The dudes that I know that sustain it, they seem weary. You know, my friends that I know from the Pacific Northwest, there's something about them. There's a weariness to them that concerns me. Even the healthy ones, they seem weary. I mean, maybe this is obviously just the people that I know, but there's something about them, man. I just think we need sunlight. It's good for people. It feels good. That's why you like to go on vacation. Like, you don't have to live where it's dreary.
Right.
And I think, look, if you look at the biggest political upheavals, the biggest these protests that are getting crazy where they're trying to burn down courthouses and shit, it's Seattle and Portland are the craziest. Seattle and Portland are way wilder. Seattle, they took over 6 blocks of the town, set up their own government, put up their own borders, used their own security in place of the police. They wouldn't let people in. I mean, they wouldn't let the police in. They set it up they were there for weeks like that. That's not happening anywhere where it's sunny out. That's I think it's more likely to take place there.
It's fucking celestial, I suppose. Like, human behavior is kind of fucking out of our control and all lies within the environment, I guess.
I guess that's not totally accurate, though, because they really did fuck up L.A., too. L.A. went pretty goddamn crazy.
I
But
wasn't
LA
here.
L.A. seems to have calmed down, at least a little bit, whereas it only seems to have ramped up more in the Pacific Northwest. But goddamn, it's beautiful up there in the summer.
I'm a nut for pine trees.
Pine trees. Just like looking at them,
They're incredible. And they smell good.
they do smell good. Yeah.
You wake up in the morning and even, that's why, like, I don't know if I could live there, but, like, being in the Northwest, the Pacific Northwest, waking up there is special.
Yeah.
It does feel different.
Hmm.
It's like there's like a certain
Right.
smell in the air.
Yeah. It's nature. It's real nature. You know, that's unmolested nature. What you're smelling is the same
Yeah.
thing that people smelled if they lived there 1,000 years ago.
Yeah. In
Yeah.
Utah, there's smog, and especially in Salt Lake, smog gets heavy. But where I'm at, it's not so bad. But you can see it, like sunrise. You can see it all. And
that
everything.
sucks. LA gets it bad. That was one of the craziest things about COVID is when the lockdown hit and people weren't driving. They're like, the air quality's never been better. Like, Los Angeles air quality was amazing. It was like, people were like, go outside, breathe the air. This is
Do you
crazy.
think that makes a difference?
Oh, it makes a huge difference. If cars aren't driving, it makes a huge difference. It's probably a big part of the problem here. And that's also going to be a good argument for electric cars, and it's also going to be a good argument for autonomous vehicles. Less fires and accidents and shit.
Where are you from?
I was born in New Jersey and mostly grew up in Boston. Yeah, but I lived out here for a while. I lived in California when
You're
I was
not
a little
Pats
kid.
fan, are you?
I don't like sports.
Oh, sports are whack.
I don't know anything about them. I'm a professional sports commentator who doesn't know the rules to sports. I appreciate the athletes. I appreciate what they do. Like I enjoy watching like Michael Jordan highlights or Kobe Bryant highlights or something like that, or football players who do crazy shit. I love watching them, but
Dallas Cowboys.
I don't. It's not because it's not exciting. I've watched Super Bowls before; they're fucking exciting, but there's only so much time in a day, and my schedule's full up with shit I'm interested in. I can't just start following the NBA, try to figure out all the games, or Major League Baseball. Oh, well, there's the National League, and then
I don't
there's
know.
the fucking American League. Like what?
I don't
Am
know
I
how
following?
baseball works. They play so many damn games.
They play so many games. Then who's in the playoffs and why?
It's like,
What's happening here? But it gives people a lot of fucking entertainment, man. If you're bored, like for a lot of folks that are stuck in a shitty job, just like we were talking about driving that 68 Charger or a 68 Camaro to work, for a lot of dudes stuck in a job that doesn't give them any thrills, and they know they have to be up in the morning. They don't have time for anything other than watching something, and
Right.
they can watch a basketball game and get very invested in the fact that they want their team to win, or watch a football game or a baseball game.
right.
They get invested.
Well, this,
Come on, Patriots.
Nah, come on. Let me crack this
What do you got?
open.
What do you got there? Oh shit,
Yeah.
Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah. Dallas. He's a Cowboys fan, I could tell.
Jamie's from
Does he?
Columbus,
Yeah.
Ohio.
Guys.
Huh?
You guys got some good Buckeyes on the Cowboys.
Yeah.
Of course. Everything comes out of Ohio. There's something weird about Ohio. Yeah. Football's an awesome sport. I wish it didn't fuck people's brains up as much. But that's just how it is with everything.
Everything.
Everything dangerous, everything risky. You run the risk of getting injured. I just hope they figure out a way to fix brains.
Fix brains or fix helmets.
I don't think that's going to help. When you see some of these guys, the speed that they run at each other and they're colliding, you just the fucking physical strength that these people have. If you saw
No, I watch Zeke run.
an NFL
I watch Zeke run,
linebacker-
and I see
oh
this.
my
God, Zeke just takes a fucking hit,
dude.
fucking top, and I'm like, "Are you okay?" And then he gets right up and does it again. It's like so much respect to fighters, to fucking football players, basketball players, everybody.
Absolutely. They all deserve a lot of respect, but there's just a danger to football, I think, that's not in as many other. This is just my looking at it. Like there's a real danger to fighting. There's no doubt. But in fighting, there's a person in front of you and they're trying to do stuff to you and you should know how to avoid it, and if you don't, that's just how the game works. But in football, there's like dudes running at each other. I mean, you're going to get hit.
Yeah, 20 miles an hour.
They're going so fast, they're so strong, and they're running at you, and you're running, and they're running, and it's boom.
What about rugby?
There's something pure about that, right? Because they don't have the pads. I don't think people would attack the way they attack now if there was no pads. That's an argument for football. That's a weird argument, right? Because, like, make them play with no helmets and see how they play. Like, yikes.
I think I was looking at this one time. I think that like the football protection started from different injuries. Like brain injuries were obviously never a worry. Like spinal injuries are huge in rugby, and they were big in football before too. Like the
Really?
neck injuries were what they were trying to prevent for a long, long time.
Oh,
Not
that
brain
makes
injuries.
sense.
Spine injury.
Yeah,
That
'cause
makes
people get
sense.
paralyzed, and you show that on TV. It's scary as all shit. And
That
nobody
makes
wants
sense.
to play anymore.
Wow. So what do you risk? Do you risk that or the brain damage?
But that, I don't know, because there's people who are so passionate about it.
100%. Yeah. No,
Like,
no,
no
I would
one
never,
wa-
I would never
no
say they
one-
shouldn't be able to do it,
Yeah.
but people should know what it is. When you're playing it.
What was the movie that Will Smith did?
Yeah. Concussion.
Concussion.
That was based on an actual doctor who
Yeah.
had figured out what was going on. It's a fucking amazing sport though. When you're watching crazy shit happen on the field, and you're like, I need to be there and see one live, because that's probably when you really get an understanding.
We'll
of
go
how
to
fast they're
AT&T.
moving.
Biggest stadium in the world, right? Pretty much.
That's what, it's so God can watch. The roof opens
But
so God
are you
can watch.
allowed to be there live? No, not yet.
Will be. Well, like I just
Will
was
you
reading,
be?
Ohio
How?
Stadium is saying they're going to have 20% capacity. Maybe I don't know how much those tickets are going to be, how rare they'll be, or whatever. But people probably will be able to be in person at football games if they happen. A limited number of people, but
God, that's so weird.
You know what was bizarre too? Watching the last UFC, no one in the fucking audience,
Strange, right?
and you get to hear those fuckers getting like fucking just cracked on the head.
Dude.
It's like
there's something very exciting about it, man. There's something I almost like about it more. Watching it that way.
Yeah. It's kind of like you're more there.
Well, it's just there's no denying that like a big crowd, an awesome crowd, like a Conor McGregor crowd is crazy. It's a spectacle to see. You know, we're seeing all those people screaming and cheering, and I remember he had Sinead O'Connor sing for him. I was like, holy shit, man. There's like green smoke in the air and everything. Like, it was amazing. And everybody's going crazy when Conor makes his way to the cage. Everybody's
It's like
going
WWE.
crazy. It's just the energy in the room is undeniable. I mean, it's amazing. But there's also something amazing about these two dudes in front of each other
Right.
where there's no crowd.
No one around.
And you hear everything. You hear all the impacts. You hear them breathing. You hear them
the
talking
fucking
shit to each other.
the coaches, the
hear-
corners, and
You
everybody.
hear everything. It's so different, man.
Yeah.
It almost makes you think that this is like really kind of the best way to do it. Like, I want people to be able to see it live for sure. But there's something about there's a purity to no audience. This is what I'm saying this from a real selfish place, right? Because I get to be there. And I get it. And if they could open it up and it would be safe and everybody could sell tickets, I 100% would want the audience to
Right.
be full. Don't get me wrong. But there's something about when you're there and there's no audience
Right.
that you feel, first of all, you feel very lucky. I feel very, very lucky to be there. Like, man, there's only like 10 people in the room
Right.
watching Tyron Woodley versus Gilbert Burns. It's
Right.
only 10 people, and I'm
Right.
one of these 10 people calling this shit. That's crazy. But then there's also there's nothing influencing. It's just the fight, man. There's no roar of the crowd. There's nothing. Nothing. It's just the fight. And when it's just a fight, man, you see it break. It's so clean. Like, you see it all break down more. You see
And
what's-
how much does that affect performance?
I wonder.
Asking you.
I wonder. I
Like-
think people vary. I think some people feed off the crowd and they love it and they love the pressure. And then some people, they're better off if there's no crowd.
Right.
Some people probably fight better. It's like almost like a sparring session in an empty gym. You know, there's no one there. Sometimes the physical people in front of you, like just 20,000 people screaming and cheering for George St. Pierre, and you're like, fuck. And you got to realize, like, you have to perform. All these people hate you. They all want you to lose. And they all stand there watching you about to fight one of the, greatest fighters of all time. If you're going to fight George St. Pierre, and
Yeah.
you're going to get your ass kicked.
Is he a nice guy?
He's a super nice guy.
I want him to be a nice guy.
He is as nice as possible.
Is my shit.
That guy's a real warrior in
Yeah.
the best sense of the word. Meaning, like, if you wanted to have your kid emulate someone who's a martial artist, a gentleman, a really interesting person who thinks a lot about things and treats martial arts as an art form and a discipline and a way to express himself and a way to show that he can be the best. Like, he's as positive a human being as you're ever going to meet. George St. Pierre is like so positive in so many ways. He's such a nice guy and undeniably one of the best fighters of all time.
Yeah. There's no fucking.
But such a nice guy. Like, people would take him for granted.
Yeah, until it's too late.
Yeah, he's so nice you wouldn't realize, like, this guy's a killer. He's a
Yeah,
fucking killer,
yeah.
man. But when you're around him, like, God, he's so nice. Like, you can't believe he beats
Right.
people up for a living. He gets that shit out inside the cage.
I saw Anderson Silva once in London.
Oh yeah, you see him fight?
No.
No, you saw him.
I
In
just
person?
saw him at
You
the
ran into
airport.
him? Oh
I
shit.
saw him at Heathrow. And I was
Another
like, fuck, that's
super nice
Anderson
guy.
fucking. Yeah.
Anderson is so nice.
He's one of my faves.
He's so friendly.
Is he?
He's so nice. Very, very, very nice. I got to see Anderson when he first burst. I was a fan of Anderson's before he made it to the UFC. He was fighting at Cage Rage in the UK. He was dominating people. I was watching these videos online. I was like, God damn, this guy is amazing. I remember he fought for Pride too, but he was getting better. And then it all came together for him during the years he was fighting in the UK. And that's when everybody had their eye on him. And he beat Lee Murray and he beat Jorge Rivera. I mean, he was a monster. Tony Fricklin, he hit him with this crazy elbow that he practiced, that crazy upward step in, upward elbow. He was a wizard. And so when he came over to the UFC, we caught him right at his prime. And it's arguable that prime Anderson Silva was the best martial artist ever. It's real arguable. When he knocked out Vitor Belfort with that front kick to the face, I mean, some of the shit that he did, man, some of the knockouts that he had, like he had ESP. He knew where people were going to be. And
Right.
he had Knuckles waiting for him.
Right.
When he was on, and no fighter can stay on that level for very long. The human body just breaks down.
Yeah.
But there's a time where Anderson was so good, I'd put him up against anybody that ever lived. There was a time, man, it was a few years, where the Rich Franklin years, like Anderson was unstoppable.
Where did he fight at?
Where?
What did he fight at?
What weight? 185. It was 185. So he's probably really walked around like 200 plus pounds, and would cut weight to 185.
So what is that, light?
That's middleweight. He was the
Middleweight.
middleweight champion. Yeah.
I would like to see John and Anderson.
That would have been an amazing fight in its day. It would be not a good fight now.
Right.
John's in his prime, and Anderson is, I think.
Right.
Anderson's
No,
41.
but like prime time, like
It would have been interesting. John is a big man.
I met John. He's a sweet dude too.
Super sweet guy.
And
John is a big man, though.
yeah.
He's big. Like
He's
he
from
could
Rochester. He's from where my grandparents live.
He could easily be a heavyweight, easily if he wanted to. If he decided, he's one of those guys that could go easily back and forth between 205 and heavyweight.
Right.
If he decided to take enough time to do it. He's fucking strong as fuck. When you watch him grab guys and ragdoll him around, there's a weird strength to him that you see with some of these really elite grapplers. Some of these guys, like when you see like top of the food chain grapplers like Yoel Romero, there's like something about grabbing people your whole life and throwing them around
Right.
like Brock Lesnar. There's grabbing people's strength.
Brock Lesnar's a fucking dog.
He was ridiculous. He was ridiculous.
Yeah.
Dude, he was so powerful.
Yeah.
That motherfucker
It's all in these. What are
was
these?
everything. Traps.
The trapezes.
Bro, he was like 43% traps. He was so strong. He's such a big human being, man. Like that shit, man, that's grown in a lab. That's some Viking DNA right there.
Man, that's nuts.
That's the lab of the sea.
Yeah.
Created that thing. That's 100% Viking DNA.
Man,
if you ever
that's
want to know
a-
what Vikings
yeah.
looked like when they were terrifying.
It's fucking Brock Lesnar.
Yeah. Somebody.
Yeah, look at those.
Come on, son.
Look at those motherfuckers.
A brass knuckle sword up the top of
Yo,
his
that
chest.
is the hardest tattoo too.
Bro, it's hard as fuck.
Fucking trench knife
does-
just running up his fucking chest.
Doesn't it say death clutch on his back or something too? There's some Google what's on his back. He's got some crazy shit on his back too.
Just Google Brock Lesnar's back.
Yeah, his back has like a skull. Yeah, click it. There it is. That's his back.
Yeah.
It's got meat hooks.
Damn, the meat
like
hooks.
dripping zombie meat hooks. And below it is like a demon head. Like, okay.
I love how they put the little bit of blonde
Yeah.
in the black and white photo.
Bro,
just a tiny
look
little
at the
bit
size
of
of him.
blonde. Yeah.
Come on, man. That is one of the most preposterous humans that has ever existed.
I'm trying to look.
Come on.
It's perfect.
Look at the size of Brock Lesnar.
It's
That
perfect.
motherfucker was so big.
Man.
The fact that this guy,
Look at that.
you got to think of all his accomplishments, because someone put a video up about him, and it showed all the shit that he did. He won a national championship, NCAA Division I national championship in wrestling. He went on to play for the Minnesota Vikings. He went.
What?
Yes.
When?
He played. I don't know. He was on field. He got a tackle. There's a video of it. Then he went. It was the Minnesota Vikings, right? He's a Minnesota guy.
Training camp, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, so it was in training camp. So it was not an official game,
I don't think so. I think it was like a training.
like a scrimmage, something like that.
Preseason game. Couldn't think of the
So
word.
okay, preseason game. So he played preseason at least for the Vikings.
This doesn't have to.
Playing what? Linebacker?
But it was the Vikings, right?
Yeah.
So he goes from there to the WWE. Then he goes from the WWE to the fucking UFC heavyweight championship of the world.
Yeah.
I mean, there it is.
Why? He's jersey number 69 too. I like his style. That's the
That
funny.
was
That's the
available.
funny number.
69, bro. You know how to do.
Yeah.
Woo!
Yeah. Respect.
There it is right here. He's a defensive tackle.
So you have to I mean, like legitimately wonder, like how does one make a human like that? You know, how many humans like that have ever existed?
CRISPR.
Just all the shit that he's done. That's fucking crazy. Yeah, you need to CRISPR him before he dies. Because if we have an army of Brock Lesnar's, bulletproof Brock Lesnar's, that's what everybody's going to be.
Is he a nice guy?
Very nice guy. Yeah, very nice guy.
He has a beautiful smile, like a pure smile.
You know what he is, man? He's a guy who wants challenges. You know, to do what he did when he was a WWE champion. So he's the champion of this wrestling entertainment thing. And then he goes from that into the UFC and wins the real heavyweight title and beats a legend in Randy Couture. That's bananas. That's crazy. That's so rare that a guy can do so many fucking things.
Yeah.
Crazy.
What's his style? What is he like? What's his
he's
martial
a wrestler.
art?
He's a wrestler.
Wrestling.
But he can do everything. I mean, he can strike for sure. He's knocked guys out. He's got ridiculous submissions. He crushes people's heads. Just a huge man. I mean, there's not a whole lot of you have to be really good to beat a guy like that. And guys have beaten him. He got tapped by Frank Mir, got him in a leg lock, caught him, didn't really understand submissions, and Alistair Overeem beat him after he had
Alistair Overeem's
colon surgery.
Dog.
Yeah, that guy, when he was at his best, he was a terrifying guy too.
Terrifying.
Him and Brock Lesnar is the battle of the specimens. Have you ever seen that fight between him and Brock Lesnar?
With
Alistair Overeem?
Yeah.
That was the battle of the specimens. That was
strong ass motherfuckers. He didn't even put anything into that punch too.
All it has to do is land. He's so big. This was, Randy Couture too. You're talking about a guy who's one of the all-time greats. He's on the Mount Rushmore for sure. That's how big Brock Lesnar is.
Where's he
I
from?
talked to Randy about it afterwards. He goes, "That was a big son of a bitch."
Where's he from?
Brock Lesnar's from Nebraska.
No shit.
Yeah, but he's a Viking. Definitely. If you got some DNA on that dude.
Oh my god! And he's fat.
Yeah.
Yo, he's
That's
fast.
a pairing fight. He's very fast. Well, he's just a spectacular athlete. I mean, you gotta deal with some crazy shit with this guy. He's a big fella. And again, he did lose some fights, but you gotta realize all the shit he was doing instead of fighting for so long. If Brock Lesnar had just decided to fight from the time he left college, if he never did football, if he never fucked with anything else outside of actual fighting,
just went fighting
and just started smashing people, oh my God. Who knows how good he could have gotten? Like when he was in college, if he just embraced MMA the way he embraced wrestling, who knows? I mean, this is when he beat Frank Mir up. That was a particularly brutal knockout. I mean, he was an undeniable man. It just makes you wonder with a guy like that. Like, what if he started earlier? Because within his first few fights as a professional, he was the heavyweight champion. I think it was like really early in his career. Like, go to his mixed martial arts record. How many fights he had?
Oh, that's what I wanted to ask you too. Does that carry over?
What carry over?
So, wins, losses, that carries over from each program or each show. So if it's like Bellator or anything, so you fight for Bellator and then you go to UFC.
Well, they have contracts. So like if you're a Bellator fighter, you would be contractually obligated to fight only for Bellator.
No, right, but do those wins from Bellator carry over to
for sure, yeah.
And that's across all
all organizations. Yeah, it's your professional record. And then they'll have like a Bellator record or a UFC record. So it was his fourth fight. Fourth fight as a professional. He won the world title from Randy Couture. That's crazy.
Wow.
Crazy. Then he beat Frank Mir to defend it, who's a fantastic champion. Shane Carwin, another amazing champion. Then he lost to Cain Velasquez and lost to Alistair. And then he beat Mark Hunt, and then he retired.
I love Mark Hunt, too.
Mark Hunt was awesome.
I love Max Holloway.
He's an amazing kickboxer, too. Mark Hunt, like in K1, he was probably at his best. He was a K1 Grand Prix champion. He really learned like the wrestling, the jiu-jitsu, and all that stuff later on. When he was a kickboxer, he was one of the best alive. He's a tank, too, man.
Big guy.
Yeah, he's like 5'10", but he's like that wide.
Big guy.
Again, that's like, you got your Samoan DNA, you got your Viking DNA, stout folk. Stout folk. We should probably end this podcast.
Just fucking fighting. Oh, yeah.
It's probably like, it's been how many hours? 4 hours? Are we in 4? Jesus.
Wow.
Talking up a storm, son.
Well, I had to pee.
I did too. This was fun, man. This is a ridiculous bullshit session. It was very fun.
Yeah, what an incredible bullshit session.
It was really good. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the Bud Light. Enjoyed your company. Thanks, man. Thanks for doing this.
Thank you.
All right. Bye,
Party,
everybody.
party.
See ya.
We done that for 4 hours?